We've been busy fighting wraiths, ghouls, golems, and time zones, and now we're back with new news. This is Carl and Lee, and we're here to talk to you all about the last couple of weeks in Xbox. Mr. Lee, how are you doing?
Mate, I'm okay. I'm all right. I've had a pretty good day.
How relevant was that intro?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Look at you with your words.
With my words, sometimes I can England quite nicely.
Can word stuff. I did mess up the starting, actually. I didn't do a different beginning.
Yeah, I was wondering that. I was waiting for someone to yell at me about the XboxCast or welcome to the XboxCast or something.
I have multiple, but the problem is I was too busy getting rid of lines and recreating and lower thirds.
That is a problem.
There was lots of work going on today.
Yeah, and thank you, Twitch, for getting rid of our stream queue.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that as well.
Yeah, thanks. That was great. I mean, that's exactly what you want as a streamer, is for things to change every week.
Yes, exactly.
That's what we... But anyway, welcome to new news. It's been weeks. I think about 3.
I know. It's been 3 weeks. This is going to be trouble.
Okay, so
I feel problems.
We have a lot of news to get through. This is probably going to be one of our longest monster news episodes in a while.
Yeah, we do this sometimes, don't we? So
we do. We do like to wait until there's a lot of news and then just pile it all in at once, and then wonder why people turn off after 15 minutes.
They got no staying power. That's the problem. These people.
Yeah, that's the problem. Come on, guys. We're just staying power.
Come on, guys.
So just before we dive into the news, remember this is Witcherween. We're all playing through The Witcher in October for our scary game. So be sure to join us. Check out our Discord where we're sharing screenshots, tips, tricks, and how far we are along in the story. And yeah, just join us having fun. Also look out for the hashtag Witcherween. Watch out for people streaming Witcher under the hashtag Witcherween. We have Emily who streams pretty often on Saturdays. She's going through The Witcher. Her review so far of The Witcher is the teeth are really well rendered.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So I mean, it's a glowing review. Pretty good.
I haven't actually streamed because I feel like I'm too far ahead of you lot. So you'll watch it and go, like
what we'll do, we'll watch on mute while we play.
Oh,
because
okay.
Isn't that how people watch streamers these days?
Interesting.
They put the streamer on and they play either the same game or a different game on mute, and then every so often they just pop into the chat to say, "You're wrong."
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Ha, you died.
Yeah, haha, you died. You're wrong. Surely that's how streaming works these days.
Trolling. Thanks, Noel. Yes, it's been good though. Have you enjoyed The Witcher?
Oh man, it's between that and No Man's Sky. I don't want to go to work anymore. I just want to wake up and play.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah. And you just kind of go, I'll just jump in and do a quick, and then an hour or two goes past, and you're like,
like today at lunch, I jumped in for a little bit, going, I've got 20 minutes. I'm sure I can do something in 20 minutes. And I hold the controller, and then I looked at my inventory, and then 20 minutes had gone by. And I was like, wait a minute, wait.
Well, at least you're not looking at the shiny things in the distance.
See, this is the thing. I went into The Witcher, and I said to myself, I'm not going to take screenshots. I'm not going to do what I do with Forza, which is pause every 3 seconds to angle the camera slightly differently to take a screenshot, because look at that sun ray over there, and oh my word, look at how it's reflecting off that tree's leaf in the distance.
Leaf?
Yeah, that exact leaf is now in the right place.
What gets me is the weather. The way the wind blows one way, you can almost hear the wind on the left going to right, and the trees are actually doing exactly the same. You're like, that's pretty cool. It's
amazing. And when you're in the forest and the whole wind is blowing around and it feels like a storm, you actually almost feel like you're getting hit by the little sticks that are falling off the trees.
Because of the sound. Yeah, it's very good sound.
Have you played with your headphones, the Xbox ones?
No, I've not actually, no.
Oh my word, you hear so much.
Oh.
Like you stand next to a tree, even when it's not windy, and you can hear the tree creak just like it normally does in real life.
That's amazing. I haven't done that, no. I know the sound's good. I can feel it's coming off the soundbar and it sounds really good, but that's very interesting. I might have to do that.
Put your headphones on and then even just go into a dungeon and you can hear like the echo of the dripping of the footsteps. The sound in this game is blowing me away. Like it's something you think you're going to go into an RPG and they're going to put more effort into the swords and the armor and the looking cool while killing monsters, you know? But they've put so much effort into the sound.
I wonder what it was like before they redid it all. Because this is like a remake, isn't it? Almost like the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, but all the Game of the Year edition does is update it to 1.6, include the DLC, and then
No, they
just
tweaked
have
it.
some
They
fun.
tweaked it and tidied up some of the voices and the audio and added more audio and stuff as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was reading something about it. They're saying they did a whole bunch of work to it for the Game of the Year edition.
Oh, okay. That's very cool.
Did you see, if you run it as well, there's a 4K option?
Yeah.
It's 4K
So
or performance, isn't it?
yeah, so it's interesting because Simone's got a 1080p TV and she's playing on performance mode because she doesn't need to run in 4K.
Hmm.
And in 60 FPS, this game looks amazing.
Ah,
It honestly looks a whole lot better in 60 FPS than it does in 4K HDR on my big OLED.
interesting.
So
I might have to just drop it down and have a nosy, then have a play.
drop it and just ride road for a bit, ride around. And it's like going from Forza on the Xbox One, Forza Horizon 4, to like Forza Horizon 4 on the Series X. It's like that level of fluidity, the change.
So it'll be interesting to see when they do the update then, the proper update.
I cannot wait. When the next gen update comes, I'm probably gonna restart on Death March and just slowly it'll be one of those games that you're constantly playing, and just throughout
See,
the year you just
I feel
constantly
like going back and actually going through and just picking up all the stuff I missed the first time around. Because you know the game and you're not having to don't worry about dying all the time. Because you're just going through and tidying up all the random quests you've missed and picking up all the different hats or whatever quests
all the different
achievements you
hats
get.
yeah. And I like the way that each quest you can do it a different way. So there's that one quest where you're trying to find the one woman's husband who's disappeared, or is it her wife, his wife? She disappears in the forest, and you go and you start looking for things, and then her sister appears and says, "I'll pay you gold if you stop looking."
I know the one you mean.
Oh, you go, oh yeah, this is interesting. So if you take the gold, that's where the quest ends. But if you don't take the gold, it continues into a whole different story. That idea is amazing.
It happens all the time as well.
Yes.
And what they do then, they have a cutscene at the end of some of the missions and go, because you did this, this happened.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. And there's one particular one where I thought I was doing the right thing. I did something. It was all good. Drama, people died, someone killed themselves, was the whole thing. And at the end of it went, because you did this, this happened. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Thanks. So this whole quest arc was basically caused by me releasing this thing, which at the time seemed like a good idea. It's like, oh no, that should be fine.
Are you playing a good Witcher where you're trying to help everyone, or are you playing the whole standoffish? This is
Money.
not my problem.
All about the
You sort-
money. All about the money, bro. There's not enough money in the game to not be like that though. Like I've got like 1,500 gold now, which is the highest I've ever had. But
yeah,
I'm
Mr. Moneybags over here.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But then you fix your armor, that's 200 gold gone. You buy a new
Yeah.
sword, that's 600 gold. You're like, oh, okay, now I'm running out again. Like it takes no time at all to waste all your money.
Yeah, it does. Like I was looking for a new sword and I had to basically sell bread and stuff to be able to buy a new sword.
Yep, that sounds about right. Yep. It went to well, as Simone says, buy something wrong, and then go, oh, I want that back again now. It's going to cost me like 4 times what I sold it for.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our quick recap of Witcher Ween. There's a whole lot more we're going to say about it, but you guys are going to have to tune into Game Face for that. Now,
We're going to save it for next week, possibly, I guess. A bit closer down the line.
yeah.
I need you to
next
catch up with me so I can talk about some of these quests, though.
I'm trying hard.
Come on. Has Simone done the one that you just talked about with the woman that you meet?
I don't think so.
Ah.
I think Simone is just doing the main quest, but we'll find out next week.
I'm doing all the quests.
See, the thing is, I looked at the map and there's just question marks everywhere.
Yes.
And immediately I go, how much do I care about all these question marks?
Oh, no. So
Do I
what I'm
put
doing
them
is if
face
I'm
to-
walking in an area and there's another exclamation mark there, I'll pick it up. I don't go and find exclamation marks. I just go and pick them up as I'm near them.
The one exclamation mark was to find this guy and lose to Gwent to him.
Oh, right. I didn't see that one. Okay.
Walk to him, you play Gwent, and there's no way you can win. And that's the mission. And it says quest completed. And you go, what? 350 XP for losing Gwent. And you go, oh,
That sounds amazing.
okay. And then he stands up and walks away. You go, yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, game, for reminding me I suck.
I did win a game of Gwent to get back something that someone had lost
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Although they said it was nicked, and then I spoke to the guy and he was like, "Well, I beat him in cards." I said, "Well, okay, do you want to play me in cards and I can win them back?" And he's like, "Yeah, sweet, okay." And I beat him. I was like, "Wow!" And it's the first Gwent game I ever won. I was quite impressed
Well done.
because I would have had a kill him mouse, so it was kind of embarrassing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Right. We can't give away all our secrets for
No.
Witcher Win.
No.
Otherwise, people aren't going to listen to Game Face.
I am level 16 though, which means now I can go to the Isles, whatever it's called.
Ooh.
Yeah, level 16.
Skilligage.
Sorry?
Is it Skilligage? Skilligage.
That's the one, yeah. Where the Vikings hang out.
Cool. I like Vikings.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Should we do the chart?
Yeah, let's dive into the news and see what news is happening. Since
Stuff has
we
happened.
probably have a whole lot. We
Oh,
haven't
there is some. Yes. The chart. Okay, so some game called Far Cry came out.
Oh,
People might have heard of it.
Yeah, just a small game.
A small game, yeah. So top of the charts is boring as per usual. Actually, I might just do it on the original because it looks better. Call of Duty swapped with Minecraft. Whoa, shock horror.
Shock.
Roblox is swapped with Rocket League. Far Cry comes in at number 14 for Far Cry, which is pretty good.
Not too bad.
It's been slated though. People were
Game
saying
Pass.
it's not very good, which is interesting.
I mean, okay, Far Cry 6. Do you expect it to be any different from Far Cry 3?
I've never played
4,
any of the
5?
Far Cries ever.
What? No.
No, I just haven't. I feel like they're a bit too much to get into. I feel like I have enough open world games which I lose myself in already.
No. Far Cry is amazing. 'Cause it's just chaos. It's like chaos with a mission, but still chaos. It's not as chaotic as Just Cause.
Do you just blow things up?
Yeah. But I mean, isn't that every game these days?
I know, but this one's particular, isn't it? Like you can get in a jet and crash it into something.
Yeah, and you get rocket launchers on your back.
Yeah, I did think there was more to it than just.
First thing I thought when that happened was I was just wondering why how hot it would get on your back and whether it would burn your backside with the rockets firing.
Right.
But I suppose you don't have to worry about that when it's a game.
Did you burn your shoes?
That's why you go without shoes.
He's got no hairs in your legs anymore.
Well, I mean, it saves the shaving bill.
Okay, cool. What else we got here? Oh, Back for Blood, which is out tomorrow.
Awesome.
Today is already number 22, which is good.
Because everyone got the demo.
Yeah, because you get what do you call it? Early access. It's like 3 or 4 days early.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so people are enjoying it.
Yeah, people look like they're loving it, eh?
Yeah, it's fun. I played the beta. It was good fun.
Man.
Scarlet Nexus is still there.
Yeah, that came on. Because did we cover the fact that it was coming to Game Pass?
I did talk about it somewhere. I think we talked about it last Friday, actually, on that crazy podcast that we did.
Yeah.
That was bonkers. 6 people on the podcast. That was insane.
It was a bit insane. Well, great fun, though.
Yeah, go and find it. Well, they called Hog.
All of gamers.
All of gamers, Hog.
In the description.
Look
Check
up
us
Hog.
out on a podcast. We were the guests and we spoke nonsense.
We did. We
And
took over.
They had to sit and edit it. It was great. We were
That's
live.
true. It was 3 hours.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
We gave them some good ideas, I think.
Yeah, we're helping them out a bit. Production value we added. Show them how to do it properly,
Yeah. Used our professional skills.
That's right.
Awesome.
Oh, Insurgent Sandstorm is number 39.
What the heck is Insurgent Sandstorm?
Do not know, but it came into the charts. See, Hades is at 40. Obviously, everyone's completed it now.
Yeah. Dropping down from 19 to 40, so that's a big drop.
Oh, this game has 2 unattainable achievements. That's not going to please the world, is it?
Oh, no, that's not great. Especially since it looks like it's a new game.
Yeah, it's got a high rating, 4.61.
Huh, okay.
Okay, then. Well, that was the charts.
Do you think maybe this Insurgency Sandstorm game is going to take over number 1? Like, it's entered the charts and it's just this random game that we know nothing about, but secretly it's just going to be pushed and pushed, and suddenly it's going to take over COD.
No.
Come on. Where's your sense of adventure?
Forza 5, mate.
But that's still a month away.
It's actually less than a month now.
Well, I mean, if you can count.
Oh yeah, if you can count. Okay, next story. I'm ignoring your strangeness. Microsoft and Blizzard are working together to do a custom Xbox Series X, which looks pretty cool.
And this is for Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Diablo 2 Resurrected, yeah, which came out a couple weeks ago.
Man. So you look at this Xbox, you go, yes, it looks incredible.
Yeah.
I would never put that next to my TV.
Does it have the big hat on it? This massive hat thing on it. Does it come on a plinth as well?
It looks like it does. It looks like it's really like just grotesque.
Yes. Can you buy it? Was it a special edition made in partnership with popular brand? Far Cry 6 giveaways. These are only available for giveaways. Doesn't really say. Oh, chance to win it.
Yeah, you can win it, but it's the only one. It's not all of them.
Yep. Well, that's sad.
But it does look a bit garish, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes.
It looks pretty. I mean, I'd take it and I would display it somewhere, but I would not ever plug it in or turn it on because it just looks hideous. Like,
I think it's awesome. It's great. But you have it in the corner, you'd have a light around it. Hopefully it's red when it's kind of on.
Yeah, you'd have it in a display case, but would you ever use it? Like, imagine going, oh yeah, I'm just buying that Seagate 1 terabyte drive to plug into the back of this Diablo 2 flipping console thing. You know, how lame is that?
Okay. I think I would buy it and then I don't know where I'd put it though. Like to play it because I don't think my wife would enjoy it sitting in the corner glowing.
Watching her watch you play games.
No, just having it in the room. I don't think it's very aesthetically pleasing for a design person.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
Next story. Hide it behind the TV.
Edge.
Why should a red glow from behind the TV?
We have to move on, dude. We've got like 40 stories.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do this. Come on. Focus.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Xbox gets Edge, which now means you can play Stadia games and access Discord and more. It says, I don't know what the and more bit is, but...
The and more is the Office Online.
Ah, Office Online. You can now use your Xbox as a works machine.
Yeah, you can get some Excel going and some Word.
Yep. I've always wanted to do that on my Xbox.
I know. It'll be wonderful with the controller as well.
It syncs all your favorites and your settings and your tabs and your web history.
Wow.
Yes. That's actually quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, quite interesting. Very strange.
I know, yes. Obviously, you can plug a mouse and keyboard in.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't understand why they have the full fat Edge on a console. Surely you just
to annoy PlayStation.
Just a stripped down browser. That's all you need. No one's going to want all the HTML5 goodness on a console.
I disagree.
Okay, I'm waiting for your counter argument.
Because you can play Mario Kart 64 through a ROM in your browser. Or you can play GoldenEye through a ROM on your browser. Or you can play Mario Kart. There's just a whole world of browser stuff out there. I think there's an article coming up actually about it, but that's why. No?
I don't know. I don't see the appeal. I'm sure there's someone out there that just, this ticks the box for them.
Someone who's got Google Stadia wants to play it on their TV.
Not melt their Chromecast.
And not melt the Chromecast. There's a new feature in Xbox, which is going to help you choose what to play next.
Oh, yes?
It's called, what's the caption called? Oh, we'll do the proper page because it looks like it's better. So it pops up in your Game Pass library and it says, it's called Play Later. And you can tick off the games in the library you want to play at some point and then it makes a list for you. You don't seem very excited by this.
Well, the Game Pass app on phone has had this for a while.
Yeah, but not on the Xbox. Not in the comfort of your couch. I think that's the point.
But if I remember correctly, you could go to a place in the store or the Game Pass app, and it will have your Play Later list there.
Well, so why are they talking about this coming out in September if we've had this for ages? Are you sure?
Maybe Australia and New Zealand have had it for ages while they tested it out.
I don't think so. Come on, dude, we're down at the bottom.
Well, I mean, we get all the nonsense so that it can break here because no one really cares about us, you know?
Ah, I see. Okay. Interesting.
But I remember the app on the phone had it, and I put a whole bunch of games on the play later list. And then when they left Game Pass, because I couldn't access the game from the Game Pass app, I couldn't remove them from the play later list.
Oh, that's special.
So that's why it sticks with me. That's why I remember it so much, because it stopped me from actually doing stuff.
I know, I'm sad. I'm sorry I brought this up. I feel like it's a pain point for you. This is a New Zealand article. It's called Power Players, the 20 most influential people in the New Zealand gaming industry.
Oh, okay. Are we on there?
I believe we're number 19. We're squeezed in at the bottom.
Are we?
No.
Oh, man.
So what is funny, though, no, dude, is that my father-in-law put this article on a piece of paper, like a newspaper, I think they call it. He had it on a newspaper and was going to give it to Ruby to read because she's kind of getting into gaming design and stuff. So he said, this is going to be really interesting for you. And I was like, wait a minute. This is a perfect conversation we can have on our podcast.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Who is covered?
Sorry?
So who is covered in this list?
I've always said who is COVID. That's interesting. So the game makers, the local game makers' revenue increased by more than a third to 324 million in 2020. 96% of the earnings coming from overseas.
Oh, yeah.
So look at these numbers here. So we're like 2014, it's 76, 79, and then 89, 100 in 2017, 143, 200 in 2019, and then 324. So annual growth of 42%. It's quite good.
Yeah, that's pretty good going.
23% female employees, and 142 jobs predicted this year. And they kind of break down the different types of jobs in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Artists is up there, programmers and artists, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Not so much on the game designers, though, only 11%.
And only 8%
Only
for
on QA. QA is the lowest, which I find interesting.
Well, I mean, these days you just do early access and then the world is your QA.
That's right, yeah. Oh, it's a beta. It's been in beta for 2 years. Yeah. That's fine. It's a beta.
It's a beta, or it's early access. Or,
early access, yeah.
Oh, you guys are paying for, you
can pay full price.
Early access.
So what's the barriers to growth is shortage of experienced staff. COVID, obviously. And getting funding. And then getting investment for expansion.
Is this something the New Zealand government is funding?
I don't think so. Not so much.
That's a pity.
Yeah, they do like the movie industry, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's interesting is given that gaming companies worldwide have seen record results during the pandemic, was become a 258 billion worldwide market. That's some big numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Mario Widenens, who does Pickpock of New Zealand's free gaming studios, Grinding Gears, which we know Grinding Gears games, Rocket Works and Pickpock are. This is the oldest. In 1997 he founded this one.
Okay.
And they mostly do Apple and Android smartphone games.
Huh, okay.
But it
So
wasn't
nothing-
always like that.
Interesting.
They did a PC and console game called Madagascar for DreamWorks one time.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's interesting as well.
It's interesting, yeah. NZGD. Who's that? NZ Game Developer Conference 21. It's about to kick off. Oh, okay.
Huh.
And was that in August? Oh, we missed that then. Should
Whoops.
have been paying attention to that maybe for next year.
Why were we not invited?
I don't know. That's a shock. Chris Wilson, Grinding Gears. So he does Path of Exile, even.
Path of Exile. People love this game, Path of Exile.
It's Tencent, Chinese giant Tencent, took an 88% stake in this company in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. They're in West Auckland. They've got 155 staff.
That's pretty big for a studio.
It is, isn't it? So they remain a one-trick pony, but what a trick it says. So their turnovers are 111 million revenue,
Nice.
which is not
Pretty good
bad.
going.
Yeah.
Like $1 million an employee.
Yes. Rocket Works is the next one to talk about. Dean Hall.
He looks a bit like David Seymour.
He looks dodgy, doesn't he? He's ex-army, so, you know.
Oh, yeah. And so he does look like David Seymour. It's hilarious. I can't take him seriously.
He's also had a multi-million-dollar backing from China, Tencent, who have 47% stake.
Okay.
This is interesting. They created Icarus. Oh, sound. I've never heard of Icarus. That looks quite cool, though. Ooh. Well, it's a movie or something, is it almost? Icarus No Rescue. Okay.
Who knows?
It's a gaming thing that's coming out soon. It's still developing it. And David Clark, the Digital Economy Minister. So they did introduce a 30% tax offset for local and international businesses that develop digital games.
Oh, okay.
In Australia. Rocketwork. Oh, in Australia. But that's weird. Why are they talking about this guy here?
In Australia, yeah.
Oh, and they've said that NZ's failing to match this in Australia. So that everyone goes across the ditch to get jobs.
I see.
How Kiwi.
Yeah, how very New Zealander of them.
Chelsea Rapp. So she's a chair of the New Zealand Game Developers Association. She's working with like 50 digital media video game studios, 3,000 individual members. Ninja Kiwi, Chris Harris and Steve Harris.
Ninja Kiwi.
They do mobile gaming, a $50 million revenue last year.
Okay.
Which isn't too bad. It's a 15-year-old company. See, it's weird. Never heard of these companies. Oh, Peter Jackson. Weta.
Well, yeah, Weta's got to be there somehow.
Yeah, only number 7 there. I would have thought he'd be one of the first ones.
Yeah, definitely.
So his empire, so a generation of Kiwis developed new skills and graphics, many of them subsequently poached by the likes of Grinding Gear Games and Rocketworks. The feeding cycle continues today. So that's what I said to Ruby, because there's supposed to be a very good training place down in Wellington for learning this sort of stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's what Gabe Newell, Valve Steam. He's here, isn't he?
Yeah, he has kind of just lived in New
Stayed.
Zealand for a while.
Well, you don't blame him, really.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. Gabe is an Xbox fan, which is good.
Is he? I thought he hated Microsoft.
No. That's Tim Sweeney.
Oh, is he the other guy? He likes Linux.
He hated Microsoft. Now he loves Microsoft. Tim Sweeney's very hot cold. Gabe
He likes
Newell's
money.
always-
That's what he likes, is money.
He does love money. Gabe Newell's very chill, and he's an Xbox fan, so that's good. But he's a US guy. Why is he in a New Zealander article? You know?
Made a big impression during his time for school visits to inspire future developers. Talking up, NZ offers multinational and possible international gaming tournaments in Auckland. Steam hosted a session for the local game makers at the NZ recent annual conference at Te Papa. That's why. So he wants to help build it here, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which is quite cool. I think we should stop because there's 20 people here, but it's quite cool that we had a whole article set aside for this guy here, NZ Esports. Do we recognise anybody in here? That's a question.
Well, apart from Gabe, no.
No. Code?
Yeah, just go through the names quickly. Let's see if anyone jumps out.
Tim Pontin v. Pendergast. That's a good name. Alexei Uniski. Okay, cool. Chris Jaggard and Rob Vickery. Investments in gaming. James Everett, Magic Leap. Magic Leap? Oh, I don't know that.
Magic Leap.
US startup spent billions in a decade. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Magic Leap are the ones that make those AR goggles.
Microsoft were working with, weren't they?
No, I think they're competitors to Microsoft.
Oh, who was it? Was it Steam or something? Or Apple were trying to work with them? I thought someone was working with them.
Who knows?
Who knows? Zoe Hobson. Runaway Play, diversity and gender diversity in gaming, nature-inspired mobile games, Stephen Knightley, Rocketworks again, France Valentine. No, Jessica Maines. No, Mannins. We don't know any of these people.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, apparently they're big, but it's interesting that we don't know them, eh?
Yes. Other than the famous kind of Hollywood guys.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if it's worth reaching out to a couple of them and saying, hey, do you want to guest on the podcast? And
find out who they are.
Yeah, basically say, who are you?
Who
what
are
do you
you?
do? Why are you in the newspaper and we aren't?
Yes, exactly.
Go to first question. Basically, say, what makes you so special?
I've got a couple stories which I don't need to talk about. Top 15 games to release in the fall of 2021.
Okay.
Top 15 video game releases in the fall of 2021.
Yep.
You do it? Okay.
Let's go through the list. We can make it quick.
I must have been a reason I put this in. Okay, so FIFA 22. FIFA 22 don't care about that. Nicola don't care about that. Metroid Dread, people are talking about that game. People are excited. Far Cry 6, which has just come out.
Yep.
Which is not very good. Black for Blood. Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out.
Which no one's excited about.
No. Do you think it's going to come Game Pass?
Yeah, it probably will be. It's a Square Enix game, eh? So maybe
Eidos.
Oh yeah, Eidos. So yeah, it's Square Enix, I'm pretty sure. So it will come to Game Pass probably in about a year's time.
Call of Duty Vanguard is out on the 5th of November, which has been slated by everybody who hasn't got an Xbox.
Yep.
Forza. It's all over when Forza comes out. I'm skipping for anything that's not Xbox. Battlefield 2042. Oh, that's a game that's just been reviewed badly, isn't it? The beta wasn't that great.
Yeah, both the COD and the Battlefield betas have just been slated.
Excellent. I'm sorry, I said that out loud. Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. PlayStation, PC. No. Halo Infinite.
Yep.
The last one on the list. Oh, nothing surprising there at all.
No, nothing at all.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
Halo Infinite is getting heaps of good press, along with Forza 5.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, cool. That's good. Let's keep going.
Brilliant. Keep going.
Games that took years to get positive review. I put this in because at the time we didn't have much story, but I thought it was quite interesting, this, actually. Because I didn't realise Batman was so slated when it first came out.
Which
Batman Arkham Knight.
So there's Arkham
Knight?
Arkham Knight, and then Arkham Origins.
Well, it says here this one came out in 2015 and was not great. And then they kind of they end up fixing it in the end and giving it a two bat thumbs up to give it in the end. But yeah, I didn't realize this was kind of completely slated.
2 bat thumbs up.
2 bat thumbs up. I thought you'd like that.
How you got to wonder how you get a Batman game so wrong.
Hardware, performance, frame rate issues. Frame rate issues would be.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got Arkham City and Arkham Knight on console already. Copy paste.
Yes. Yeah, no, people like more shiny.
Copy paste, new setting, new paint, done. Go have a beer at the pub.
Yeah, they do say at the bottom here, they wonder if it's actually the hardware got improved over 3 years and that's why it got better rather than they actually fixed it.
Rather than them fixing the game. Makes sense. I don't think WB game studios actually fix games anymore.
No. Warframe came out. Super powered ninjas in space is what it came out. It seemed prosperous. It came out and it wasn't overly impressed. And they've spent over the years, they've actually added more and more content to it.
And now it's massive.
And now it's awesome. Yeah, it's massive. Yeah. Which is quite cool. I haven't played it. I installed it one time, but never actually played it.
Oh, if you do play it, you'll get hooked.
I know, this is why I stopped. Look at that's interesting. Look at the rating here. So Switch is 86, PC 69, Xbox 62, and PlayStation 64. That's for Warframe. Quite interesting. Final Fantasy 14.
Ah, yeah, I remember this.
Sometimes you can salvage a bad game, it says here. Just rip out what doesn't work, polish what does. Other times the game's so messed up, you know, no choice but to start from scratch.
Yeah, they pulled it for a year and came back with a different game, but with the same name.
Excellent.
Well,
That's hilarious. 2 years after the disastrous launch, Square Enix tried again with version 2.0, aka Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn. New engine, rebuilt, UI, assets, praise the relaunch.
It's killing World of Warcraft at the moment.
That's what it just says here as well.
So
may have supplanted World of Warcraft as the most popular MMO out there.
Like in Final Fantasy 14, I didn't know you could do this, but you can organize on your server to get married. So you put it in the calendar, and then the server adds more resources to like having guests, and you have suits, and you go through the whole wedding ceremony, and they sort of make an instance on the server just for you to get married in.
That's so cool.
So it is. They're really trying to push it as like a whole Second Life thing, eh?
So when did it come out? Oh, 2013. So it's been around for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's massive now. So it's taken 8 years. Good job,
Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, that's interesting. Sea of Thieves. So when it came out, it wasn't much in it, really. It was a very basic game. It was very pretty, but it was very basic. You kind of had to make your own adventure, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that there's a space for games like that where you just make your own fun.
Yeah. So it's like a sandbox pirate game, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But now they've added ridiculous amount of stuff to it, and they do keep adding more and more stuff to it. It came out in 2018, so it's been out for three and a half years.
Man.
Yeah,
and how many players did they have last count? Was like 24 million or something.
Was it that high? Was it? Yeah. That's awesome.
Huge amount of people playing Sea of Thieves.
It's cool. It's a fun game. Come on, Metacritic's critic score is 67 and 69. It's quite low. Mass Effect Andromeda, one that everyone loves to hate.
Yep. It's a good game now.
It is. I think I fixed it. But it was quite buggy when it first came out, like the weird face movements and all sorts of weirdness going on.
Missing their face and just having eyeballs and teeth.
Yeah, something like that. Well, that's a good Unity trick, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, that was Ubisoft at their best, you know?
Yeah, exactly, yes. They fixed all the cutscenes. And 4 years since it came out. Wow. It is now actually quite a good game. A lot of people are saying that. Like, it's actually a really good game to go back to.
We should jump in and do the multiplayer stuff.
And it's cheap as well, isn't it?
More people.
Yeah, we did it for a while, didn't we? Didn't we do it to get some achievements?
We tried the multiplayer stuff, but you really need 5 people in the multiplayer to do anything. Otherwise, we just kept dying, just the 2 of us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, to stay alive, that's right. 'Cause it's like a horde, isn't it?
Yeah, like a weird horde mode.
Online multiplayer is up to 4 people, so we probably want to go for 4, not 5.
Well, I mean, the 5th person is just there to watch.
Exactly, just cheer us on. Street Fighter 5. I didn't know this about Street Fighter 5. So they brought it out. It wasn't very good. So rather than fixing it, what they did is they went, oh no, we'll make a new edition and call it Championship Edition and sell it again. I was like, oh yeah. Then they made Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is sold again. And then Super Street Fighter, which they sold again. So every time they fixed it, they just went, oh, we'll just keep releasing a new version and someone can buy it again. I didn't know that. I thought that's amazing. That's genius.
It is genius. Just fix the game, give it a new name, and people will buy it some more.
Yeah. Hyper Street Fighter 2 was the last one, it seems. So they did it like 6 times. Yeah, Arcade Edition, massive patch game, extra characters and modes.
That's hilarious.
Wow. Assassin's Creed Unity, which is what we talked about. But yeah, that came out, it was not great. It was the same as Mass Effect, wasn't it?
Losing faces.
And I played that game this year. I played that game. It is really good. I really enjoyed it. It's a very kind of, it feels more like an Assassin's game than most Assassin's games.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's really good. Much fun. Battlefront 2, Star Wars.
Yep. They did a whole turnabout face on that one.
EA being EA decided to charge you for everything.
Yep.
And then went, but then they got also, it says Disney purportedly threatened to cancel their exclusivity with Star Wars. So they got rid of the loot boxes.
Yeah. Imagine that Disney comes up to you and say, listen, guys, this is not on. And you go, whoops.
Okay.
How bad? Let's fix it quick.
The Division, Which is another one. I remember that when it came out. It was kind of. I remember seeing the videos for the Division, thinking it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. I think. What was wrong with it? I mean, it was.
It didn't allow player clipping. So one of the memes from the Division, the first one was when people were completing missions, they'll join a queue, and everyone would just queue up to talk to the same person to complete the mission. And then you got the trolls who were just standing in doorways. So people would go stand in the doorway and just walk away from their Xbox, locking people in or out of a room because they didn't have player clipping.
Enemies were far too bullet spongy. It says here.
Oh yes, that's always a problem with a bullet sponge game.
Oh, I remember when I played this game when it first came out, but reasonably early on, and you can't single player the game. It's too hard. You have to have people around. But then I played Division 2, completed it, and went back to the Division, and then found it way easier to do stuff. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. So obviously they fixed it in that period of time, me going away and coming back again.
Or you just got better.
I thought I got better, but I don't think I did. I think they just fixed the game.
And when they showed it off, they had this whole, remember when Xbox was doing that smart glass thing? And you could
yes.
or your iPad or your tablet.
Yeah, that's right.
The map of the game or like interfaces of the game.
Yes.
So when they showed this off, they showed you controlling a drone on your tablet or phone, flying around the map to get an idea of where the enemies were while you were playing the game. And then you could recon that to your team. And then that came out and didn't exist.
Because there was a few games that came out with like companion apps, wasn't there?
Yeah, like Rise was really good because you could upgrade your character on your phone as you were playing without having to open the inventory.
That's right. Destiny 2 was the same, wasn't it? You could change your guy around.
Yeah.
While you're playing.
Dead Rising 3 was amazing because in Dead Rising 3, while you're playing the game, your cell phone will ring, and in the game you answer the phone. If you had the companion app, your cell phone would ring, and you'd answer the phone on your phone while you're playing the game. And then because of the Kinect, it could detect when your phone was ringing through the companion app. And then you had to make sure there were no zombies around. And
that's right, because of the sound. Because when I was playing, we were making lots of noise. That's right.
Yeah, the zombies just kept coming. It was a really well thought out sort of ecosystem way to draw you into the game. Because you open up the app while you're playing, and then you're getting all the text messages and the alerts on your phone like you would have been if you were in the game.
And zombies. Master Chief Collection, Halo. So this game came out broken, it seems. I missed this. I didn't realize, but the single player campaign was broken. Audio files, save files didn't function. Multiplayer matchmaking was balked, let's say here. And they've kind of been slowly fixing it over time. And then they decided to call it quits because they were actually doing Halo 5 Guardians. Which is a problem. Then they didn't patch. Well, they're not even patching Halo 3 ODST into the collection comforted the players. Okay. So they fixed it. They didn't add Halo 3. Are you there? I can't hear you. Hello? Oh no, he's fallen off. I'm doing it on my own. Shall I just keep talking? Hello?
There we go. Hello.
Oh, hi. Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Just me talking to myself as usual.
Yep, it just is you talking to yourself.
So there were some times that Lee's very clear the whole time, and there were some times almost sounded like you were being drowned out or like it was losing battery. It's kind of what it sounded like.
It is a bit blurry sometimes. Whoa.
Okay,
It is a bit blurry sometimes, yeah.
So I can hear myself.
Okay, give me a sec. Let me just have a look at this quick.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't bad enough for me to bug you.
Cool.
I did notice it. I was trying not to do it. Trying not to talk over you to kill you, but...
Oh, no, sorry about that. The joys of Windows 11 and stuff. So my laptop had USB selective suspending on.
Oh, of course it did.
Which is a nice thing when it's plugged into power for it to just turn the USBs.
Yep, that's... I've gone through every single PC in my office and turned it off on my PCs because it keeps breaking stuff.
It used to... I remember when they first introduced it with Windows Vista, and it would turn off my networking would go into power save as my USBs at the same time. And so it would drop me out of World of Warcraft, and I couldn't fix it because my mouse and keyboard stopped working. Thanks, Windows. That's exactly
Windows.
what I want during a World of Warcraft raid.
So I think everything new now has got a USB base. Everything's USB-C. So your screen goes through the same ports as your network, which goes into the port as your mouse and everything. Because I'm sure it just turns off sometimes and goes, I'm done.
Yeah, USB-C does seem to have a bit of a power regulation issue, especially on the first gens.
Oh, this is new gear bought this year.
Oh, okay.
They still haven't fixed it.
Man.
Dodgy. I've got my HP looking at it, but they're useless. They're not. They're going to ring me today.
Brilliant. I love HP.
Yeah.
Right, should we continue?
Yes. So Halo. What were you saying? Anything interesting?
Just that 343 were having a hard time with Halo Master Chief Collection when it came out, which is one of the reasons people weren't exactly excited for Halo Infinite.
Oh, I'm not. No, after Halo 5, I'm not excited at all.
Yeah.
I don't think they get Halo. I still don't think they understand what Halo's actually about.
I don't know. Halo 4 blew me away.
Halo 4 was very good, but then they decided to not do that again.
They're like, right, we've done one good thing. Let's not
do that anymore. Let's try and do something completely different because they don't want Halo. It's a bit like the Bond movie I just watched. It's not Bond. It's not a Bond movie.
We're gonna wait for your review after the podcast.
Yeah, I have issues. I have so many issues in that movie.
It'll be great.
It was we had a good debrief with me and the kids. Went with the kids, and we had like a half an hour debrief after the movie, just slagging it off, basically.
It's amazing.
So this is like a 15, and a 16-year-old. So, they kind of...
Oh, yes. So
they will completely agree with everything I said.
Wow, you never see that happen.
It was weird, wasn't it? Yeah, I was actually like, okay, I'm not just me then. That's what I thought.
That's hilarious. You should write a tweet where you're like, the Bond movie was so bad, it got teenagers to agree with their dad.
Destiny came out.
Yes, Destiny. It was amazing.
I remember that game because you could never get into it. That's what I remember mostly. Every single time there's an update, it was like, no, you can't get in. Sorry.
Yep, just break
it. And every time, because you're like, well, like last time it didn't work, so surely this time you'll put more servers on. No.
Yeah, that was amazing. And then it was good to see how Destiny 2 did not fix that at all.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Like I remember after one of their big patch drops, being in line, and it goes, oh, your number 89,000 in the world, or in New Zealand or something to log on, and you go, oh yeah, I'm just going to wait for 6 days.
Oh no, it wouldn't go up. That would be cool. You go in at 2,000, then it went to 40,000. You're like, oh yeah, sweet, that's awesome.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for moving me out of the queue.
Exactly. So they're complaining about the story being woefully short. They don't even touch on the connection issues here. Only existing to tempt players into buying the DLC. And they still do that now. It's the same still.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky.
Ah, the classic.
The classic, yeah.
But this is the one. This is the game that has shown the world that you can take a bad game and with enough love and passion, you could turn it into something incredible.
I think this is a rarity, this game.
I don't know. Final Fantasy 14 did it. No Man's Sky.
No, they didn't. They rewrote the whole game from scratch.
Yeah, they did.
That's not the same as going, okay, we'll just add some more, like doing updates, like leaving the game out there and then adding stuff to it. That's a bit different.
Yeah, no, that's true. And also, like Sea of Thieves did it in a way.
I don't think Sea of Thieves was a bad game because I actually really enjoyed the original Sea of Thieves.
Same. I like the freedom.
Yeah, I like the freedom. So I don't think it was actually empty, but they just added more stuff because that was what everyone wanted them to do. But I think they actually had quite a good game anyway.
They had a really good base to begin with in Sea of Thieves, and that one I will maintain for a long time to come.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
And No Man's Sky, I didn't go into it with any of the hype. So I went into it thinking this is an exploration game set in space where you could possibly maybe meet someone if you're lucky enough. I never went into it thinking of it being like a multiplayer game or what everyone seems to pull it up for. And I really enjoyed the first iteration of No Man's Sky. It was super chill, super relaxed. I just went around exploring, looking at things. I mean, now it is a much better game. Simone and I are having heaps of fun playing it together. But when it launched, it was a very chilled experience.
I remember you saying. Was it quite glitchy or was it just the lack of content that was the problem?
It was just kind of the lack of content. Every planet was similar, the same. Like the creatures you got were kind of weird and out there and couldn't really exist in a way because of the procedural engine that they used. It was a bit too kind of like procedural.
Yep. It needed a bit more direction, a bit more focus sometimes.
And so, yeah, their next update actually pulled in their procedural engine quite a bit and gave it a bunch of rules to play with.
Hmm.
And that seemed to help a lot. And I mean, now we're playing, it's such a good game. Like, I could honestly just sit and play that for my entire weekend. And
I know, it does suck you in. Yeah, it does completely suck you in. Because I actually had fun just building the base, going out,
Yeah.
getting stuff, upgrade, fixing my ships, finding a new ship, fixing the ship.
Fixing the ship, building the ship, building the base.
Then like, oh, cool, got this ship, now I want another ship. I want a frigate. How do I get a frigate? Oh, I'll go do this. Okay, and then you start doing that kind of mission towards the frigate, which I still want to get a frigate.
Yeah, and then you get those you get like a little key thing, and it says this is an ancient ruin, and you go to the ancient ruins, and you have to mine underground to get to certain pieces of the puzzle.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And then you build the puzzle, and then it gives you this awesome reward at the end. And you go,
that's right. I
this
remember
is
that.
great, because you feel like you're exploring and you're finding something that would have been just abandoned on this planet for millennia.
I was like all the crash frigates. Just find those. You had to go and open all the doors,
And then,
then
run
run
away.
in real quick and open up the safe or whatever it was.
Yeah, run in, grab the stuff, run out, because it starts
It's
getting
nuclear.
radiation.
It tries
Yeah,
to kill you like everything else does on that planet.
so good. Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, it's a good game. So much to do. And then there's a random storyline kicking around as well, which has appeared.
There's like, I think there's 3 storylines now that you can choose to go on.
Oh, okay. There was only one when I played it, I think, last.
Yeah, now there's 3, because there's one get to the middle, there's the other one, the Atlas one, and then there's another one which I think is, I think it says something to do with the Gek Empire.
Oh, okay. That's good because I'm learning Gek, so that's good.
Ah, nice.
The final game is Fallout 76.
Yeah. Okay.
Which people are now going back and saying it's really good. It feels like Fallout 4 more. So, because they've got NPCs and missions, which I think they didn't have to start with.
Yeah. Fallout 76 would be one of those games that you start playing with friends, and you just build your own world with your friends, you know?
Yeah, so saying that, actually, Paul helped me build my house. It was really cool. So, yeah. So you do that. He goes, oh, I've got spare, whatever. He just gives you stuff, and then I build things and a house at the end of it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, but he kept blowing up cars. Like, he wasn't being quiet. Because if you blow up things come and find you. So he kept blowing cars up because he thought it was fun.
It's a typical Paul.
Typical Paul, yeah. Yeah, it's cool. So they've got the Wastelanders expansion. There's, what was it one? There's something that recently came out, didn't there? Oh, it's 2020. It was the Wastelanders.
Yeah, and then there's Fallout, what is it?
Yeah, the Fallout World thing that they got, which you can
Yeah,
have. It's like an open
Fallout
world,
First.
do what you like thing.
Yeah, and Fallout First and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's very cool to watch games how they started, and then the developers just sort of build on the criticisms that people have, and actually flesh it out. It makes
Rather
you
than
wonder.
do an anthem.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's in your news story, but the fact that Forza Horizon 5 has had a 3-year cycle rather than a 2-year cycle, the devs were saying that extra year
Oh,
helped
yes.
so much.
I did read that today, yeah.
And I mean, if you think about it, all the games just are like a year away from being great.
Yep.
You just need the devs and the companies behind the devs, of course, just need to,
They need to
allow-
breathe. They need to breathe and let the kind of
Yeah.
game just be complete properly. Yeah, not just rush it.
Yeah, and not say we need a new COD every year, because then you are just going to get copy paste.
I know, but they do every 3 years because it's actually 3 different companies, isn't it, doing COD?
Yeah, but I mean, you want a company to say, right, this year, this cycle, this 3 years, we're doing COD. The next 3 years, let's focus on something completely different, so that when we come back to COD, we've taken all that
It's all
learning
fresh.
and we're fresh. We got different perspectives. We can go in with the idea of an RPG or like a racing game or something, you know?
Oh, Assassin's Creed, didn't they? They took a step out. And They came
Yeah,
out with, was it Odyssey that came out after the break?
Origins. Was it?
Origins was it came out, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's supposed to be a very good game. I haven't actually played it much. I think I started it up.
yeah.
I did buy it. I got Wildlands yesterday, at some point, and traded me for like $12.
Oh yeah,
Tom Clancy. It's the one that goes before
Breakpoint.
Breakpoint, yeah.
Cool.
It's actually very good. Well, that's what the people that I normally play Breakpoint with, say.
Ah, awesome. Okay.
Hmm.
Man,
I'll
good
let you
deal.
know in like January when I get to play it, what it was like.
Yeah.
I just set up a cheeky little Trade Me look, and it came up for $10 and like $4 postage. I was like, oh, it's $14. It's quite a lot of game for $14. So
Yeah, no, it definitely is a lot of game for $14.
yeah,
Most games are a lot of game for $14 these
yeah.
days.
That's kind of So like Cyberpunk's the same. If I saw it come for $14 or $10 or something, I'd pick it up just because why not?
At Walmart in the US, you can pick up.
I
Yeah,
have
so-
that story. Yes.
Well-
Yeah. Literally $10 for the one that you can upgrade to like the full version as well. So it'll get the free upgrade to PS5 and Xbox Series X
Yeah, the next gen.
if it ever comes out.
Yeah, man. As soon as the next gen Cyberpunk comes out, I think that's me done. Just
Do you think so?
yeah, I think it's gonna suck at least 2 months of my life away.
Yeah, but what about Forza?
Man, Forza's good, but Forza only pulls me in temporarily.
Oh, it kills me, Forza.
You know, you people and your Forza are strange. You just get sucked in, and I'm like, right, I've played for 8 hours. I'm bored now.
But there's no race to do. There's no race to do.
But I've driven around in circles for the past 8 hours.
I've got a new car.
This is why the old Need for Speeds were great, because 12 hours of driving around in circles, you complete the game, you get the girl, you defeat the cops, you know, whatever the story is in the background. Your car is cool. You've got the awesome neon underlighting. You've drifted your way through them.
So the I don't think I've actually got any of the stories because I didn't want to talk about it too much. But Forza 5's kind of the people that do reviewing have got a pre kind of build of it.
Yeah, they were able to play the first hour.
The first hour, and they're saying there's loads more customization to the cars. It's like, that's cool. Like they can change the color of the calipers on brakes because they couldn't do that beforehand. People were saying so.
Yeah,
So
I must say,
that's interesting.
Five.
I didn't think the color stuff was that bad, but they reckon it was pretty dodgy in Forza 4.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're always going to say that to get you to upgrade, aren't they?
Yes, but that's fine. I saw that Ahmed brought the full Ultimate Edition today.
Yeah.
Pre-order.
Yeah.
Good work.
Good effort. Yeah.
Talking of racing car games,
Oh, yes.
Hot Wheels brought out a racing car game.
Yes, they did.
It looks amazing. And it's got really good reviews. And our friend Cameron purchased it and said it's awesome. It's really good fun. It is exactly what you expect, though. You're literally arcadey driving a Hot Wheel around the track.
If it takes you 8 hours, then I'm all aboard.
Oh, yeah. I think it'll be that quick. Yeah.
Give me a good 8-hour racing game. In, out, done.
I think if they have dual screen and stuff like that on it as well.
Oh, yeah, co-op would be great.
I don't know if it has it, but it should have it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the craziness of Hot Wheels. So you get those really wacky designs.
Yes, well, look at that. There's a DeLorean races a Snoopy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, in the background there's the old, what is it called? The Scooby-Doo truck.
Scooby-Doo truck.
It looks like the
Oh,
Scooby-Doo truck
mystery
almost,
van.
doesn't it? Oh, yeah, so you can get lots of different cars. All the classic Hot Wheel cars, basically, there. There's 32 to choose from.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like it. I like this idea of this.
Snoopy.
Come to Game Pass so I can play it, please.
Yeah, please do.
Please
It looks
do.
really cool. Because
Yeah,
you
it
don't need
looks
to
fun.
worry about aerodynamics or engines or physics,
No.
which makes a big difference.
No, because it's Hot Wheels.
I love it. That's awesome.
Oh, this is it. I didn't know about this game called The Handler of Dragons is coming to Xbox.
Yeah, wait, what?
I know. It's called The Handler of Dragons. I don't know. It looks really cool, though. I like the sound of it.
The Handler of Dragons.
Yes. I reckon it'll be Japanese kind of literal translation or something going on here. I thought you might be excited. The dragons.
Yeah, no, dragons will be cool. It'll be interesting to see what they look like.
There you go. Indie action RPG.
Okay, it looks a whole lot better than I was imagining.
That's really mean. It's a dragon.
Yeah,
How
it
cool
looks
is that?
really cool. So, I was expecting something like a Tamagotchi dragon.
Oh, a card game one. Come on, you know me
Ah.
better than that. Come on.
The trading card game of dragon.
Trading card of dragons.
Oh.
You carry your phone around as a dragon, catch them all.
Oh, yeah. That's like Minecraft Earth and The Witcher. The Witcher's got a mobile game where you defeat enemies in real life.
Yes, in real life.
Yeah, on your phone.
On your phone.
Wow, that's amazing.
As morale. Oh, so what's interesting is morale choices. That's why I picked this as well. The morale choices influence the plot, so they make it kind of interesting. They don't just pick. Don't keep pressing A each time because it'll make a difference to the rest of the game.
So, so it's like dragon is dying. Feed the dragon to another dragon, or fix the dragon, and he becomes your friend.
Exactly. Makes complete sense.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the idea they've actually got messing with it. Morale choices are always fun. Moral, not morale. Moral, because morale is a completely different beast.
Yeah, morale choices.
The morale.
Ah, so good.
There's new controllers coming out for Flight Simulator. 3 of them, indeed. There's one here which looks amazing because it just looks like an old school flight controller.
Okay, I haven't seen these things.
Oh, have you not? Okay, so some yokes, as they're called.
Okay, so they're like the hands-on yoke sticks or whatever. Hot yes.
Okay,
Well,
I don't know what you're saying. Sure.
There's a it's like when you have the joysticks, hands-on throttle stick, HOTS.
Okay.
HOTAS.
Yes. Whatever you say, Kyle. I completely agree with what you're saying.
I'm not crazy. The aliens are coming.
Oh, okay, so Turtle Beach do a yoke. I'm not sure
This looks awesome.
looks amazing. I want one, but God knows how much it costs. But I want one. Yes, look at that. Like there's a whole thing going on here. This is the Thrustmaster. Oh, sound. I want sound. A Thrustmaster are doing a yoke. It looks
amazing.
incredible. Oh, they're not going to show pictures of it. They're just going to talk about it.
What? Come on, guys. Get it together.
No, that's disappointing. Was there a sneaky picture in there? No, okay, cool. Oh, that's rubbish. So there's one from Honeycomb called the Alpha Flight Controls with integral yoke and button box.
The button box.
Everyone wants a
We
button
should
box.
rebrand our podcast to the button box.
Button box.
You can be Sir Buttons.
So here we go. We've got let's zoom in a bit here on this one because this looks amazing. Oh, I think I've broken it. So we've got the Alpha Flight Control. They've got some foot things or rudder pedals. And a Bravo throttle quadrant.
You're just saying words at me now, but the picture looks impressive. I must say.
Look at that. It's incredible.
It's at this stage, it's probably cheaper to just buy a real plane.
Right, buy a plane, yeah. $300 for the Alpha Flight Control XPC. I want to see if I can find it on here because it does say it's on here.
That's
It's a
hilarious.
lie. Oh, here we go.
So you've got your
The
throttle control.
TWCS throttle. Is that what you were trying to say?
What? No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So
It's
your
a
foot
flight
pedal.
pack. It's a FCS flight pack.
FCS. Man, this looks amazing.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Look, great.
I want one of those.
Yeah. Oh, flip. Imagine that. Just get a nice chair with these things all connected up, and you can have your joystick and your throttle and your foot pedals.
Yep.
And you just, what are you doing tonight? I'm flying.
I'm taking my teddy bears to London.
It would be hilarious if New Zealand ever goes through another lockdown, you could just get the kids in the lounge.
Yes.
Kids, sit behind us, sit behind me. Dale, get the snacks. We're flying to Auckland. And just sit in your little seat. This is your captain speaking.
That's right.
And Auckland. Thanks, Captain. We
That's
have no
amazing.
idea.
Cheers, Captain. Okay, cool. Right, Xbox Series X can emulate the N64, as mentioned earlier, and PlayStation games thanks to the Edge browser. You
Incredible.
don't need Nintendo 64, who just brought out that kind of add-on thing, which is going to cost you God knows how much every month.
The subscription stuff. Yeah. We
Yeah,
talked
it's
about
weird. Weird pricing. Don't trust it.
Oh, yeah.
So this is play games. Dev mode not required.
Interesting.
Bit of Tekken 3, Crash Team Racing.
So do you
Excellent.
think if you do this, Nintendo will come to your house and take your firstborn?
Oh, Good luck.
It's like, oh, they'll give her back in a couple of days.
I'll give it back, exactly.
Might be a good weekend. Just tell Nintendo to pick her up on Friday.
I'll move. Yeah, no, I don't think they care. I think they're giving up. I had ROMs years ago on my Android tablet. I used to get my Android tablet with a Switch controller plugged into my big TV playing Mario Kart.
That's amazing.
That was years ago. That was my first tablet I had years ago.
Because ROMs have been around since the 90s.
Yes.
Man.
And I did obviously own all the games I was playing on my N64 on my Android phone.
Yes, you did.
Moving along, HyperX launches a new Xbox controller headset. New Xbox headset, not controller, just a headset.
I was about to get excited for these new
I know, I was really confused by my brain. So it's got a 20-meter range for this headset, which is actually really handy because you know when you kind of want to go for a wee or something, you're like, oh, get my headset off, and you can just go, or make a cup of tea, maybe is a better example. But you know, you can just go for a wander, and it's fine. 65 feet. That is quite far.
So every time you got quiet on Destiny, that's where you went. Just like,
Did you not? I muted it first, obviously.
oh, so good.
Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. 17 hours battery life. It's lightweight.
Does
like
it do Xbox Wireless?
Let me look. I don't know.
Do you need one of those weird dongle things?
Headset wireless can't connect to console USB like most headset. No, you press the Xbox single button press. No, it's an Xbox wireless.
Good.
Yeah, it doesn't use USB dongle. No, it's completely wireless. It's a proper Microsoft Direct Xbox wireless connection. There you go. It's its full Microsoft name. It's very catchy, isn't it? That name.
Microsoft are great at just having names that roll off the tongue.
Quite memorable. Well, it does exactly what it says in the tin, I guess.
Well, yeah, they don't want to mess anyone around with the naming there. So, Microsoft's Direct Xbox Wireless connection. How do they look? Scroll up a bit to the picture.
Oh, sorry. They look quite cool. I like them.
They look a little bit more gamery compared to a little bit more sleek compared to
they look less business, don't they?
Yeah.
The other ones are some business, like some sort of company that does a lot of business apps design. The other ones, I reckon.
Yeah, and the Xbox ones are just very functional in their design. They're very much function over form.
Yes.
Compared to the not the Sennheisers, those Bowers and Wilkins ones, eh?
I saw someone today saying that they're rubbish. Like the mic on them's really bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because when you're paying the same amount as a Series X for headphones,
exactly, and then you can't. Everyone says you sound like I know, in a bath or something. Then you're like, oh, okay, and it's common. It's not unusual.
No, so it's
that was our friend Garrett who said that. He's got a set. He says they're terrible. No one can hear me playing games.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah. NBA 2K22 shutting down. Xbox shutting down area. Did you know this was happening?
No.
So it seems that there's an issue with this game, and I think EA have an issue where they keep crashing Xboxes. Yeah.
Which is not ideal.
It's not. It's a bit of a glitch, as they say here.
Yeah, just a small one.
Just a small one. But it's not just this game. It's a few of these type of games, like EA games, whatever they are. FIFA 22 does it as well. And COD Vanguard and Microsoft Flight Sim, actually. So, yeah, there's a few games crashing Xboxes. But I didn't hear much about this. I saw this article and thought, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know if you'd heard about this at all.
No, this is the first I'm hearing of it. It sounds, it's not very ideal at all.
I know, it's none of the games we played, probably why we've never noticed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not heard it. People complaining a lot. But we obviously don't.
Yeah.
Complain.
We don't play these games much, so we don't know. But that's interesting. I wonder what they're doing that's breaking it. Do you think it's the engine? Because I wonder what engine they use. FIFA 22 and NBA 2K. No, they would be using different engines.
Yeah, it's EA and 2K, isn't it? 2K.
Yeah.
2K.
Okay.
Take-Two, whatever it is.
Take-Two. I wonder what's going on. That's very strange. Maybe they forgot to tick the box to say this is Xbox, not PlayStation.
I wonder if it's a USB port turning off.
Probably.
A game called Disco Epsilon is coming
people
out.
love
The final release is coming out on Xbox next month.
Oh, cool. People are super stoked about this
Yeah,
game.
people like this game. Yeah, 2019 it came out in. A well-known RPG, massive hit, award-winning title. Do you know much about this game? Other than the fact it's an RPG?
I know it's very pixely,
Oh,
and
that's
that's
loud.
about it.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, it's a weird looking, isn't it? It's kind of like it's an isometric game, I guess.
Isometric pixel-like game.
It's not pixely. It looks reasonably unpixely.
Huh. Whenever I've had a look at it, like the gameplay, it looks very pixely.
It's got an interesting look to it. It's got quite interesting design to it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So built from the ground up, optimized for consoles, wide variety of movements. Okay.
Cool.
Well, this is good.
People are
New
excited.
voice editing.
It'll be good. If it comes to Game Pass, it'll be worth trying out for sure.
October 12th it comes out.
I thought it was already on console.
Today it comes out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's on Xbox and Switch today. Or tomorrow for you US types. Yeah, very cool. So people are very excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Next story. The beta dates are linked for Battlefield 2042. I don't know if that is as important as it was when I found that story.
No, because I think it's past, isn't it?
It's past, yeah. Halo Infinite second beta test is now open to Xbox players. That's kind of pointless as well.
Yep.
I didn't get in. I tried to get in a couple of times and just kept going no. And I think there was timing issues when I was trying to get in.
Yeah, because they only open it for a certain amount of hours, don't they?
Yeah, and I was not on those hours.
Yeah, those hours are more US/UK hours than real world hours of
me.
us. We keep
Yes.
forgetting what's in the bottom of the world.
Exactly. A Cortana 20th anniversary controller announced for Xbox.
Ooh,
Did you see this?
Ooh. no, I
Look
didn't.
at that. So it's a Duke,
Okay,
but it's purple.
okay. So, how much effort went into this?
Someone got a felt tip and then scribbled all over it.
It looks hideous.
It was weird, isn't it? It's got a little Cortana. I just noticed a little Cortana go in the corner.
Yeah, it's got a cartoon Cortana, but I mean, it's terrible. It
Are
really
you not feeling this?
no. Like, if you're going to make a 20th anniversary controller, I mean, look at what they've done with the Halo Infinite Contact Series X.
Wait,
and
there's a
that-
sticker on the back that says 20 years.
Look at what they've done with the current Series X 20th anniversary controller, right?
Yeah.
And then look at that.
Yeah. Do you think
That
they're
is-
selling it? It's by Hyperking, interestingly. Do you think they're just selling it so you put it on your wall and not play it, though?
I think they're just selling it to try and get idiots to part with their money, to be honest. I look at that and just
Did
go,
you buy one, Cameron? I noticed it's in the chat. Did you buy one?
I look at that and I'm honestly disappointed. It looks like a child drew it. If you're going to do something that's 20 years, especially 20 years of Halo and its Cortana, you want it to be something you're proud of putting out. You don't just go, you don't just go, here's a Duke, we dipped it in purple, lol.
Lol. Got my new 3D printer. Lol.
Yeah, new 3D printer, it's got purple ink.
All we had was purple.
Yeah.
Lol.
The pub, job well done.
$400. Nice.
Yeah. Cost us $12 to make. We're going to charge $412.
Tomb Raider Crystal Dynamics is doing the new Perfect Dark.
Yes,
This is
they're
also the
helping-
27th of September. This is 2 weeks ago this came out.
Yeah, they're helping the initiative do it, which is awesome.
So this is exciting. Oh, there's even a trailer. I didn't realize there's a trailer. Oh.
You've seen the trailer for Perfect Dark?
I don't know if I have, you know.
Oh, man.
I've kind of been avoiding trailers. Oh, it's loud. Isn't it? I've been avoiding trailers because I feel like they give too much information out.
Oh, man. If you haven't seen the Perfect Dark trailer, you're probably the only person on the planet who hasn't at this stage.
I'll watch it now then, shall we? I'll watch it in silence, then all the audio players can do the same as me.
Yeah, so go and have a look. So while Lee's busy catching up on Perfect Dark, we've got Crystal Dynamics helping out the initiative with the Perfect Dark reboot. It was quite funny because as soon as this news broke, all the console warriors took to Twitter to say how it shows that Microsoft is on the verge of failing, as per normal.
Oh, because they need help.
Yeah, because they need help.
Yeah.
Forgetting conveniently that every single studio gets third-party studios in to help when the game gets to a certain point in development.
Why Microsoft bought all these studios as well, surely.
Yeah. And another interesting thing is that, so Crystal Dynamics is helping the initiative with Perfect Dark. There's Square Enix that's helping another Microsoft studio. And then there's another Square Enix that subsidiary company that's helping Microsoft on a different studio with a different game. And the rumor is that Microsoft is testing these guys, testing Square Enix specifically with their studios and how they help to
before
see
they buy them.
Yeah, exactly. To see if they'd make a good acquisition. So they're not testing, but they're trying out how these studios work and bringing them into the family in an organic way.
Oh. I've never seen this before.
Seriously.
No.
This was shown at the Video Game Awards, I think. And everyone freaked out because when they saw that symbol, they were like, isn't that the organizational company or something?
Oh, yeah.
And then people were going mad. And good old Jeff Knightley had to grin and pretend he cared. I could see the pain on his face.
So that's really cool. Were you excited?
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, the Perfect Dark is one of the hallmarks of an original Xbox franchise.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played it though. I think I missed that one.
Yeah, I missed it too, but I just know that it's legendary.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely legendary. Yeah, it's like there's another one thinking, but yeah, it definitely is legendary. It's very cool.
So yeah, this is quite cool. This definitely does point to Microsoft working more closely with Square Enix, and maybe close enough that they just go into Microsoft's family and become the 24th bunches of studios.
I wonder when, because they're saying normally this is the time of year that they do purchases, but nothing's happened. So I reckon it'll be February now.
Very quiet.
Yeah, I think February is when they reckon they're going to do it now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or are they saying nothing because it's already organised? They're just going to do it on the 20th anniversary? Oh, look, we just bought these guys.
That would be incredible. Welcome to the 20th anniversary. This is the last 20 years of Xbox. Here's to the next 20.
The next 20, yeah.
20 more studios.
So someone was saying, Jez Corden was saying that he was talking to Xbox people, and they reckon that about a third of the games actually coming out compared to what's actually coming out in the next few years.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether we talked about Phil Spencer talking to the 2K president as well when they were on that news segment together, where the Game Pass numbers got leaked.
The 30 million. I don't know if we talked about it. I've been looking at a lot of news on the last.
Well, something of interesting to note was that when they were talking, the president, I think it's the president or the vice president or the CEO or whatever of 2K, basically said to Phil Spencer, "We have 30 million Game Pass subscribers now, don't we?" And everyone goes, "We? Which we are we talking about? We as in Xbox? We as in part of the Xbox family?" So I think that was a bit of a Freudian slip.
Like the 30 million was a bit of a slip as well. Because didn't he backtrack and go, "Oh no, it's about 18 or something," didn't he say? Didn't he kind of try and step back?
Was very quick to say, yeah, the last published numbers are 18 million.
18, yeah. But now there's more stuff today, someone coming out, and they're saying it's definitely around 30 million because of something else that's come out today.
Yeah, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, there wasn't 40 their kind of break point.
Yeah, I think 40 million is where they're trying to get to.
Yeah, once they get there, they'll start making some good money out of it.
Yeah, then I think the Microsoft are earning more than they're losing in a way.
They're making money, yeah.
Yeah, so Microsoft's making a profit rather than just paying the devs.
Exactly, yes, which I do now, yeah.
Yeah, because all the devs who've come out with that have put their game on Game Pass have said how good it is.
Oh, yeah, and they get sales out of it as well, which they find surprising.
Huge amounts of sales.
Yep, I buy up all the DLC whenever we get games that are good.
I mean, it's a great business model if you think about it. Here's a flat fee for the game. Microsoft's going to pay you to put the game into Game Pass. You get extra money for the DLC.
And then they can sell the game with a little bit of a discount. You sell the game still as well.
Yeah, I mean, here's that $20 of the DLC you probably would never have bought if you didn't play the game because it was on Game Pass, for instance.
Next story. Talking of something to do with Game Pass, Xbox does Xcloud. Although it's not called Xcloud, but everyone keeps calling it Xcloud still. It's actually called Xbox Cloud Gaming, isn't it?
Yeah, Xbox Cloud. Another really good name.
Classic Xbox Microsoft naming thing.
Like Xbox Series Cloud or something.
No, don't, because they'll do that and put a number 2 at the end.
Cloud Wireless Edition.
So they've started testing Xcloud integration with the Xbox consoles.
Yeah.
Which means that your old Xbox One will be able to play Xbox Series X games
at 1080p 60.
1080p 60.
Which is amazing if you think about it.
It is. Yeah. Streaming. Because your Xbox will be hardwired as well, so it'll be a lovely connection. You'll pick up your controller and play an Xbox game.
Yeah.
One advantage is if you play a game that you haven't installed yet and you want to play, if your mates hit you up and go, you should jump on and play this game. I haven't got it installed. Well, that's fine. Keep playing it and it will install in the background. And when it's finished installing, you can then switch over to the fully installed game.
Yeah, and it just syncs.
It just syncs up. I'm like, that's just incredible.
I mean, when I tried Xcloud on my phone, it sunk my progress in Gears 5 and just dropped me exactly into where I was. And I was going, this is incredible. It was so quick as well. So,
and it's playable as well. Like Gears is a switcher, obviously, so it's harder.
Yeah.
There wasn't much delay.
That was amazing. And it plugs into the gyroscope on your phone. So
how does that work? You did say that. I wasn't really sure what you meant when you said that.
So when you know those old racing games where you used to turn your phone and the car would turn with the direction? So this is a lot more sensitive. You just kind of angle the screen. So what it is, with the touch controls, I've noticed, the touch controls, because they're finicky, you can't always aim exactly right. So you use the touch controls to get in the rightish position, and then you use the gyroscope for really precision.
A fine aim.
It works really well. Like it feels like a native game on the phone, and this is streaming through the web browser.
Yeah,
on iPhone, it's incredible.
It's good tech. It's real good tech.
It's amazing. I could just spend an entire podcast talking about this tech. It's amazing. It is so good.
I'm interested because I really want to play it. It really bugs me because, as I keep complaining about me being on the beta, but not to actually use it.
Yeah. Once you use it, like I always thought it was always just, it's a nice to have, but actually experiencing it, I can see how this could actually make inroads into the Asian countries where they spend a lot of time on phone.
You know, when I said to you the Stream Deck is dead in the water, it's not going to work. That's why I said it's not going to work. Because why would you? You've got your phone, which has got at least a 7-inch screen if you've got a decent size iPhone or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy little $100 controllers for the outside of it, which turns it into a Steam Deck. Exactly. So why would you spend $1,000 on a Steam Deck when you can have your phone, which does both?
It's a good question.
Yeah. And the games, you can have 400 games to play or something. I don't know how many games it is, but it's a reasonable amount of games you play on the Xcloud. And
the nice thing is that your progress is synced. So you're just sitting on a train, you get to a certain part in the mission, you get to work. When you come home from work, your progress is synced on your console. So it's, but actually experiencing it has sold me 100% on this type of technology. I always thought, reading the Google Stadia stuff, reading when Oyo was trying to do it, you always think it's nice, but it won't ever match a native gaming experience. This has changed my mind, and I actually think in a couple years' time, normal people, like for your kids, you're not going to be buying them an Xbox. You're going to get the Xbox streaming stick.
You're going to buy them a controller.
Yeah, a controller, which will have the streaming thing built into it probably. And then it just connects up to the TV through Miracast or something, for instance.
Or can you stream from your Xbox as well? Does that option there? Because you can do it for the Xbox app, can't you?
Yeah, through the Xbox app to like computer and to phone and stuff.
So that opens you up to playing games which are not just on Xcloud, but are games that you've got installed or disc or whatever as well.
So it's the tech is super impressive.
So what Admin's just said, he says you don't need the internet with Stream Deck. But I don't know if that's much of an issue nowadays. I think the internet is in most places.
And also with Steam, how long can it be offline before the DRM kicks in?
Yes.
That's my only worry because
that's interesting. Also, I don't know anything about this. So is it not an online? Can you play it offline then? Can you quite easily?
For Steam, you can, but certain games check in more often than other games to the DRM, to their DRM systems. So it depends on the game, but I believe Steam needs to check in once every 24 hours minimum.
Okay. And you just say all PC games are on Steam Deck.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an issue though, because I think there's decent enough games on your Xbox. I only play Xbox games anyway, so to me it's not really a biggie.
It's not a big issue. I mean, yeah, you do miss out on a few games coming out that are PC only.
I would have missed them anyway though.
Yeah, like if you're primarily an Xbox gamer, like you are, or how I've turned into, you just have blinders on essentially. These games are coming out for this system that I don't have. Well, cool. That looks cool. And as soon as you go away from looking at it, you instantly forget it because you've got more than enough to play on your other system, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
You have. So it's an interesting argument. And it's going to be interesting to see how it gets marketed. That is going to be one of the big things.
Yeah, and how it actually sells and whether they can meet the numbers they're selling and if it's as good as everyone says it is as well.
Yeah. Because
some of the times these things come out and they're just a bit slow or the controls are a bit spotty and
and it's going to be interesting. A lot of games have to do a bit of work to get working on the Steam Deck. So it's not going to be
interesting. Okay.
Because it's not running Windows, right? It's running Steam OS, Linux. Yeah. And even though Steam have tried to make it as seamless as possible, I'm sure there's still a bunch of tweaks that the devs have to do.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Interesting. So, it's very cool.
Yeah, it's lots of cool tech coming out.
Yeah, I know. I kind of think you wonder it's going to be good because it will force other companies to step up as well, which is quite good.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys like talking tech, don't forget we have a Discord you can jump into where we have an entire channel just to talk tech with a bunch of nerds. So if this discussion gets you excited.
Hardware talk today, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's some very cool discussions happening in our Discord.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Remember Games with Gold? Remember that Xbox game with gold?
This is still going on.
Sorry?
I don't understand why.
I read a headline today. Someone said that Games with Gold is now as good as PlayStation Now or whatever the PlayStation 1 is. I was like, really? I don't think it is, but okay.
Huh.
So there's games in October, which is now the 12th, so we're kind of missing it a little bit. So you get Ario.
What?
I don't know. I just don't know what that says. A-E-E or A-E. I'm not sure because the E's back to front. R-O.
Amazing.
Right, if you're going to make a game, make it so we can actually say it.
Yeah.
A-A-E-R-O. Ario.
Are you sure it's an A or is it an upside down?
No,
E?
it's definitely an A because I'm just reading it here in the article. It says at the very top.
Okay.
A-A-E-R-O. Futuristic rhythm game.
Cool.
Players follow rhythms of light. It will be available for free download from the 1st to the 31st.
Oh, that's amazing.
Hover, which is channels both Jet Set Radio and Mirror's Edge as a neon-soaked game where players parkour rollerblading through bright dystopia.
Okay, that sounds interesting at least.
I like both those games. Oh, no, I don't. Actually, I like Jet Set. I find Mirror's a bit annoying.
Oh, man, Mirror's Edge was amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't get it. Castlevania, Harmony of Despair. It's a 360 game.
People are quite enjoying this Castlevania.
Ah, so they did say that it was quite a good month this month. And then Resident Evil Code Veronica X is for the end of the month. Okay, cool. Castlevania is a 2D affair. Set for this time, there's co-op for up to 6 people. And you choose characters from cross-series, team up, and defeat Dracula. Veronica X is set 3 months after the destruction of Raccoon City and sees Claire Redfield travelling to Paris Lab of Umbrella in the search for her missing brother Chris.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people are mainly excited about the 360 games this month, and nothing
Yes, because no one can pronounce the first one.
Yeah, pretty much. When was the last time you downloaded the games with gold?
Oh, when I remember, I do it anyway.
Oh, you just add into your collection.
Yep, I download them, then normally delete them, but I do download them just so I have them.
Oh, yes.
Because just in case someone says, "Oh, if you play that, you get 1,000 points. It only takes an hour." I'm like, "Oh, I got that game. I can do that."
Yeah, I can do that. Add to the gamer score, pretend to be an
gamer
achievement hunter for an hour,
Exactly.
go back to the same games we've always played.
Yes.
Uh,
Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass get price cuts in 3 territories.
oh, yeah.
This is really interesting. This is very unusual. So it seems that Chile, Israel, and Hong Kong had price drops.
Oh, okay.
Game Pass Ultimate went from £152, the equivalent for Israel was £152, down to 110,
Huh.
and
Okay.
Hong Kong went from 135 down to 90.
Oh, pounds.
Yeah, pounds. Yeah, equivalent. So that's not actual, obviously, in Hong Kong dollars and whatever Israel spends.
Yeah. So is that per year?
Yes.
$90 per. Oh, so that's $180 per year.
Yeah, that's right.
Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah.
How much do we normally pay?
It's $20 New Zealand, isn't it, a month?
So that's 240.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah, so it's dropped.
yeah.
It is weird because I don't normally drop prices of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff going on in the background for regional pricing. A lot of court cases and stuff, I seem to recall.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, so I think they're definitely trying to keep abreast of the regional pricing in most places now.
Yep, to make it more realistic. I think people buy the... Well, actually, it's like, well, I buy them on eBay sometimes. So hopefully that will help.
Yeah, when does your Game Pass expire?
2022. A while. Because remember, I won 3 years as well.
Oh, you won 3 years.
Yeah, I did a year. I did 2 years. I won a year. I won 3 years. I couldn't use any more than... Or I couldn't use all 3 of them, though, so I give one to Paul. Didn't we give one away on Xbox? On the Twitter?
We might have.
Yeah, and then I kept one for myself.
Nice.
Yeah, it was quite a good day that day.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome day.
Yeah, winning 3 years of... because Paul was struggling at that time. He was trying to get Xbox Game Ultimate. It wasn't working, so it was a really cool thing.
Nice. Yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah. This is the slip. Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick seemingly let it slip in an interview with Xbox Game Pass. Like Xbox Game Pass has over 30 million subscribers to date. So this is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, so find out this exact quote, because I'm pretty sure his exact quote is, "We have over 30 million subscribers now, don't we?"
I'm just reading it. Reading it. Come on. No, it doesn't have the exact quote here.
Oh, that's a pity. Because it'll be quite interesting.
It's more than... No, it doesn't really say. That's really annoying. He does say it's more than 18 because that's what got corrected. He said, no, it's definitely more than 18.
Yeah, because it's more
boring.
than, the last public number was more than 18 million. Very quick. So I definitely think that there's there's going to be an announcement on November the 5th. Is it? Is that Xbox 20th?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think it's more the 11th or something like that. I think it's a bit later.
11th, somewhere around there. I think, yeah, there's going to be a big announcement. I mean, they have to. It's Xbox 20. Come on.
I hope so, yeah. Well, they should have had Halo out, really.
Yeah, they should have had Halo out. But there's only so much we can complain
15th.
about.
There you go. 15th.
15th. Okay. We can do it.
We can do it. That's right.
Xbox, you can do it. We believe in you.
This is quite a big thing that happened. It might have affected you slightly. Xcloud or Xbox Cloud Gaming is out in Australia, Brazil, Mexico, and Japan.
Yeah, I've tried it.
You've tried it. I think you tried it day one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
That's very cool. What was it announced in? It was announced in something that was happening. Oh, Tokyo Game Show. That's right.
The Tokyo Game Show, where they announced Scarlet Nexus was coming
Scarlet
to
Nexus
Game
was coming out as well, yeah. Which I think is as big as any of the games that come out in the last month or so. It's a really big game to come out.
Yeah, it's a massive game to come out. Lots of people playing it now.
Yes. I really want to play it, but...
Yeah, but Witcher, and then
Yeah,
Halo,
just
and then
no, it's just
Forza, and then
it's not happening this side of Christmas, I think.
it's amazing that the gaming calendar is so stacked that you can say it's not happening on this side of Christmas and no one can give you a hard time about it.
Exactly. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah.
They're like, no, we understand. It's a hard mood.
Was there anything else in it? Because I've actually got a story about the Scarlet Nexus, but I don't think there's anything else in there. Any other games that are coming out?
No, there's a bunch of other Japanese games, a bunch of news that Xbox is trying really hard to make sure that Japanese games consider it as a viable platform going forwards. And it wasn't an announcement, but it's sort of been leaked or revealed that Xbox Series X has sold 100,000 copies or 100,000 consoles before its first year is up, which is pretty impressive considering it took 4 years for the Xbox One to reach 100,000 units.
Oh, you mean in Japan?
In Japan, yes.
Yep. It's very good, yeah. I do see the numbers, but they're not that high. There's only like 4,000 or 5,000 a week going through.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than what used to
10,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, where we would celebrate if it got to like 100 a week.
Yeah, no, I think double figures was impressive sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was amazing.
And Marvel Avengers was one that dropped.
Ah, yes.
That was the other game. Which I was trying to. I thought there was another game coming out as well. I'm not sure about this game still. I want to play it, and it's done really well, isn't it, in the charts?
What, the Avengers?
Yeah, Marvel Avengers done really well in the charts. Yeah.
Well, I mean, lots of people are jumping on. I seem to recall it was a buggy mess in the beginning.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great. Yeah.
So has it been fixed?
I don't know, but people are jumping in.
I mean, of course, it's on Game Pass. You'd be stupid not to jump in.
Yeah, but people, I think, are people jumping in and enjoying it. Yeah.
Ah, yes,
and it comes with the War for Wakanda expansion as well, so it gives you a whole bunch of stuff.
Ah, cool. Okay.
So I think there's a lot of content.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I really want to play this game. It looks really cool. I like the idea behind it.
Of just Avengers running around and beating things.
Yes. And?
I mean, no, and that's exactly what you want.
Exactly. Oh, okay. Sorry, just got the two stories, the same story twice for some reason. Xbox Series X Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos support has appeared.
Yes. Well, we've always had Atmos, but now Dolby Vision is new.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. This headline is lying.
Maybe. Tech Radar. What are you guys doing?
It does say Dolby Atmos support has been around for a while when it first debuted on Xbox One in 2017. So it does actually say that.
Awesome.
The special tech requires a license to use the headphones and it's free for sound bars and speakers. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
And this Xbox wireless headset comes with a free license.
Yeah, but isn't it only for a few months?
I think so. There's another headset I should talk about later, which comes, I think, in this. I read about, which has this license.
Ooh, okay.
Which is quite cool.
Exciting.
So Dolby Vision outputs 120 hertz.
Yeah, with FreeSync.
Only works on your TV when it gets updated.
I know, man. I'm watching the people who are updating the CX using the Korean firmware.
Oh, yes.
Very jealous.
You're not tempted?
Man, you have to buy a certain dongle from eBay or from Amazon to plug into your TV to convince it it's in Korea to then get the update.
I remember I had a BlackBerry which I was annoyed with because it wouldn't update, and I downloaded the some country not in where I was at the time place. It was amazing because I got the update, but it was a bit odd. It was really hard to install. It was definitely worth it because I had shiny stuff.
It's nice. But yeah, at no point am I wanting to start using my TV and it starts speaking Korean to me.
I know, that's what you want. Get a Korean Alexa or something built into it.
Yeah, it'll be great. I won't know what they're saying.
No, it's fine. So these games all have HR compatible titles will support Dolby Vision. So Borderlands 3, Black Ops Cold War, Dirt 5, F1 2021. Dirt 5 is not that great looking. It looks okay, but it's not amazing. Gears 5, Immortal Phoenix Rising, Marvel, Guardians Galaxy, Metro Exodus, Flight Sim, and Psychonauts 2.
So a couple games there, like Borderlands would really jump out in Dolby Vision.
Oh, Metro Exodus as well.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Flight Simulator would just look incredible.
Yeah. Guardians Galaxy, I'm not sure how that will work.
The Immortals Phoenix Rising because it's so colorful.
Yep. Gears?
Yeah, Gears 5.
Gears will look more dirty or whatever color they go for.
Have you seen the comparison screenshots of Gears 5 in normal HDR and then Dolby Vision?
No, I have not.
Man, it's incredible. It looks like such a brighter image. So I can't wait. As soon as my TV gets this update, I'll give you a review, let you know how it goes.
Yeah, look how it goes.
Because the screenshots I've seen look really good.
So it does say so Dolby Vision is HDR format. That's what it is. It says what is Dolby Vision? Actually, a HDR format. It delivers greater highlights, contrasts, vibrant colors.
Yeah.
Automatically tone maps compatible games. So you have to manually calibrate each game for the best possible HDR experience. Oh, okay. So it's intelligent almost. A bit like a ray tracing thing, isn't it? That kind of work out the game for you.
Yeah, it's really cool. Because I was doing a comparison when it first was announced to just see what the difference is. So normal gaming is 8-bit color, which limits you to a certain number of billion colors. Then you got HDR10, which is 10-bit gaming, 10-bit colors, which gives you 3 or 4 times those billion colors.
Isn't that the normal one that everyone gets? In
HDR10, yeah, everyone gets that. Yeah. And then Dolby Vision is 12-bit coloring, which then gives you a couple trillion colors apparently, or something stupid like that. So for us guys who can only see 7 different colors, it just goes picture prettier.
I'm colorblind, so
so you're down to 5. Of the 7 colors men can see, you can see 5.
And most of them are back to front, so who knows what's going on when I see TVs.
Amazing.
Dolby Atmos is spatial audio. Here sounds at 360-degree pinpoint accuracy and works on headphones. A number of Series X games already support it.
I was quite impressed when I was playing around with it.
Yeah, the spatial audio stuff's cool because I've downloaded the demo and played on normal headphones and it sounded quite cool.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive how they do it. Even normal headphones can do it.
Yeah. This is an interesting story. Twitter will let viewers pay to advertise their favorite streams.
Twitch,
not Twitter. Twitch, sorry. Twitch will let viewers pay to advertise their favorite streamers.
What do you think of this?
Yeah. It's going to kill it, isn't it, really? Like, it's going to kill everyone who's not got a lot of people following them. We've got no chance now.
Yeah, it's interesting because the money goes straight to Twitch. It doesn't go to the streamers at all. It's not even a 50-50 split or anything.
Oh, it's just to get them on the top of the list.
Yeah.
Or a chance of, I guess, because if everyone else has got the same boost, then it's still random, I guess. And is that the case?
I don't know how it's going to work, but Twitch's terms and conditions, their terms of service say you are not to use bots or any other means to get onto trending. Trending is done through like Twitch's algorithm that might even be hand-picked at some point, you know? And now Twitch
might be, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a robot.
Yeah.
But Twitch is now building in a feature that goes against Twitch's terms of service, which just isn't that the most Twitch thing you've ever heard?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. So everyone who watches us on Twitch, if you guys want to, donate to get up onto the trending,
don't. I don't care. No, don't. Give us money in Patreon or give us money for PayPal. Don't give money to bloody Twitch.
That's what I was going to say. Rather spend that money on Patreon. You get access to such exciting episodes like our Ask Us Anything episode.
Yes.
Some other random nonsense that we just make private for Patreons. But, don't give any money to Twitch.
No, exactly. And that's one of the reasons I haven't pushed us going for affiliate.
Yeah.
Because what's the point? We just give more money to Twitch when we do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to subscribe to us on Twitch, subscribe to us on Patreon instead. It's cheaper.
Yeah, pay what you want. Yeah.
So, and then you get our undying love and support. Whereas if you pay Twitch doesn't even give you their undying love and support.
No, they don't care. They just take your money.
Yeah, they'll just take your money so that Jeff Bezos can go to space again.
That's right. Yeah, we think it's a great way to support the show. Further, we've heard directly from creators that are hard to get their names out there. It's hard to try and utilize different messages, social media to grow their channels, and hope that is a more direct way for viewers to help creators do that. That's what they reckon.
I think Twitch are just like, hey, we can monetize some stuff.
Yeah, you can give us more money.
It's like, do you know who has money that we don't? You guys. Yeah.
Twitch being Twitch. That's what that is.
Twitch being Twitch.
Xbox adds 7 games to Xbox Game Pass. This is possibly a bit late, but I'm going to go with it anyway.
I like your enthusiasm. It's possibly a bit late.
Well,
but,
you know, we're kind of late because it's what's this, 1st of October, the story. So, 12 days ago.
We're catching up. I mean, we did start off somewhere in June, didn't we?
That's right. Yes, we're only at hour 4, so we're getting there. So Xbox Game Pass game. So we've got AI Somnium files going to console. Astria Ascending. Isn't this game quite good? Isn't that like a JRPG game that everyone's very excited about?
I think most of these are JRPGs.
Marvel's Avengers.
Except for Marvel's Avengers.
Mighty Goose.
Mighty Goose.
I don't know what Mighty Goose is. Phoenix Point is not. That is a XCOM game.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
By the same people that did XCOM.
Oh,
Scarlet
okay.
Nexus.
Oh, Scarlet Nexus. Everyone plays Scarlet Nexus. You have to. It's so good.
And then Unsighted as well.
I can play Scarlet Nexus on the cloud.
Yes, you can. Ooh, that's exciting. Because it means you can finish off your girly.
Yeah. But it's either that or Geralt at the moment.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Gerard's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, he is.
I do like Gerard. Talking of Twitch and Amazon, Amazon is selling Xbox Series X console for hundreds over retail price. I was like, you're brilliant. You guys are cool. So this is refurbed Xbox Series X console selling for $984 US on the Amazon warehouse.
Refurbed.
There's 17 consoles in stock. But this isn't just done by like a random third party selling Amazon stuff. It's Amazon itself selling them.
So,
because how much are they in the US? Are like $500?
Yeah, $5.99.
$4.99? Say $5.99. Something like that. Amazing. What an Amazon.
Yeah. So here's a console that was broken. We think we fixed it. Give us $1,000.
We turned it off, turned back on again.
Yeah. We held it upside down and shook it.
Yeah, that actually worked for me. That was
it's going strong, isn't it?
Oh no, that was a really sad day, but it's not been turned off since. I'm a bit too scared to turn it off now.
It just needed to be in the northern hemisphere for a bit.
It's laying on its side. I don't know if people know, but when you got the Xbox, day one Xbox, on day 2, because it's New Zealand, turned it on, didn't work. I'm like, this is awesome. Contacted Microsoft after like half an hour of faffing around. And then Carl said, just turn it upside down. I was like, okay. So I turned it upside down and then it turned on. It's like, why? Oh my God, that day. I was so sad and so angry.
I like how we both tech people trying to solve why the Xbox isn't working and turn it upside down.
Turn it upside down. I don't know where you can, because I was on the phone to Microsoft at the time, wasn't I? And I said, I've just turned it upside down and now it works. And they said, okay. I said, they said, that's fine. Just keep using it. If it happens, ring it back in. We've got you monitored now. You're in the system, so it's easy for us to pick you up. I was like, but.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Too scared to turn it off, weren't we? Because I just put it back again, obviously, the right way around. I move it into the cupboard, and I was like, I don't want to turn it off. Just leave it upside down.
Oh, so good.
Oh, dear. Okay, so eFootball 2022 came out. And then Konami wrote a letter saying sorry.
Sounds like a Monty Python headline.
Doesn't it?
This game came out and the makers wrote a letter to say sorry.
You can see this picture though, it's amazing. The way they've done this animation is incredible. I don't even know what's going on there. Yeah, so it came out, it was not very good. Very bad visuals, bevy of bugs. Interesting. New punching bag. So they wrote a letter and said, I'm sorry for being pants.
It's hilarious.
Look at him. He looks amazing. That is Messi. He doesn't look like that normally. He doesn't look like the guy from GTA 5. Oh, GTA 4, he looks like the Russian guy from GTA 4. That's amazing. This is a very good picture. Yeah.
I like how shocked he looks as well. He looks like he's just remembered that the iron is on at home. Like, I forgot my hair straightener on.
It's amazing. Okay, keep going. 6 games are leaving the Game Pass soon, October 15th. I must be catching up slowly.
Ah, nice. So October 15th. We're getting there.
Again there. Maybe this was written in the last Wednesday. Whoa. Updated October 5th. Yeah, this is crazy. This is like a new story. So these games are leaving on October 15th. Goner 2, Hivo, Zatanna Zero, Scourgebringer, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, and Swords of Ditto, Mormo's Curse. I guess that's Mormos. That word's confusing me. These games are going.
It's pretty sad.
But you can get 20% off if you want to buy them before they go.
Yeah, you guys should hurry.
You should hurry.
Is apparently a good 4-hour completion.
Who's that?
Garner 2, the first one there.
Garner 2. Okay.
It's a good 4-hour, 100,000 points.
100,000 points?
Yeah. For 4 hours, it's pretty good going.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, you start up the game and you never hear the achievement sound stop going.
It just
for the next
annoys.
5 days. It's just da, 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 da.
Do you think Charlotte would like me if I got 100,000 points really quickly?
Man, he'll probably copy you and play the same game.
That's right, yeah. Paul, so if you want to get some more storage for your Xbox, it's possible now. You can get like a 500 giggy one.
Yeah, little baby.
A little baby one. It's a little hatched little baby
on
one. Is it actually officially out? I don't know if it's actually officially out yet, but they've been talking about it.
Yeah, it's been leaked and leaked
It's
and
leaked.
leaked. And
So much
it's
leakage.
not officially out yet, but
There's even a picture
you can
coming
buy
soon.
it.
I reckon they should actually just go and make 200 gig ones and then say, right, this is your Call of Duty one. This is your Destiny one. This is your Gears 5 one. This is your Halo one. And just do that. Make it cartridge.
Yeah, to cartridge gaming comeback. Because then, your friend wants to borrow a game. Here's the cartridge. Plug the Series X. Away you go.
And update the cartridge. If you need to update it, update the cartridge.
Yeah. I mean, why
Sorted.
not?
We fixed it. We fixed the world.
We have fixed the world. And then at least if they put COD on like a 200 gig one, then the COD people would be like, we can't make our game into 200 gigs.
Oh, no. We have to bring out 2 cartridges. You have cartridge 1 and cartridge 2.
No. I was hoping that they'd invest in an optimization team, but I suppose that's...
No, they'll have an online cartridge and a multiplayer cartridge and a campaign cartridge. Or a zombie cartridge and a multiplayer cartridge.
Oh, yeah. And then a single player cartridge.
And a single player cartridge.
It's EA after all, isn't it?
That's right, yes. And each one will cost you $80.
Yeah. And then you'll get DLC, well, not even DLC for the cartridge, but you'll get little stickers that you can put on the
DLC cartridges. That's amazing.
You can bedazzle your cartridge with official EA.
Yes. Oh, yeah, they could actually have them in different shapes and colors, couldn't they?
They'll do the little keyring, so you can put the cartridge on your keyring. Take it around to your friend's house, plug your keys into the back.
No, you'd have one of those things that you kind of like a slot machine almost. Like you use the CD things, you put your CDs in.
Oh, yeah.
You get one of those, and you just slot them all in it. It'd be like a Call of Duty cartridge, it'd be like a block of 10. Just take that on multiplayer.
That's a block that you plug all the cartridges in, and then it's just got a cable with the connection in to the back of it.
Yeah, I was actually thinking you have a robot arm that just takes them out.
Oh, like a jukebox.
Like a jukebox.
Yeah.
Jukebox cartridges.
Oh, flip. Now that'll be
done it.
It'll
That would
only
be amazing.
take up all of your lounge.
Well, no, cartridges are quite dinky.
Yeah, no, but the actual arm itself will be.
Oh yeah, no, that's like a big robot in the corner of your house,
just
making you cups of tea and loading Call of Duty.
a big Boston Dynamics robot just to pick up the cartridge and plug it in the back, and then fall over.
Oh, yeah, of course. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Story. Xbox introduced accessibility tags into its store.
Oh, this is very cool.
It is very cool, yeah. So you can kind of go and choose, well, 20 tags. So they've got examples of full keyboard support, single stick gameplay, input remapping, narrated game menus, subtitle options. Color blindness would be good as well, people. Those need to be more specific font size, option free size 200%. There'll be a whole kind of stuff you can add to it. It's really good.
It's great. Definitely. And it's nice because then you can filter by the tags that are just pertaining to yourself.
Pertaining, yes.
I was going to say
Exactly. Yeah.
pertinent to yourself, but I don't think that's a word.
No, well, it is now.
We have spoken it.
We have said it on the podcast. It's true.
Pertinent.
The new controller's come out called the Vectrix, and it's the world's fastest controller.
Oh man. Okay. I would like to see how they A, measure that, and B, how they claim it is.
There's actually a video, I believe. Loudness and a video. So this is a video. I want to see the...
I'm pretty impressed with your streaming setup, because whenever you go, there's loudness. I am no longer blasted in the ears by the sound of your computer making noise.
Yeah, see? Got things sorted. So this is the... Okay. They actually have a video, but take it apart. Look at this. It's amazing.
So...
You can change buttons. You can change the different heights. You can change everything in it.
Okay, I must admit, it looks really cool, right? It looks really nice. But it's wired, right?
Yes, but it has to be for the speed.
Yeah, so I was going to say, if you plug your Xbox controller into your Xbox and you wire it in, surely then it becomes the same speed.
No. They have a whole thing where you can change the speed of the buttons and you can mess around with it.
Ah, yes.
Dual core tournament. They actually show a video here. I don't know if it's clear enough, but they press the button here. And it's quicker. The reaction's quicker.
Huh. I must say, it looks cool. And I do like the idea of, customizing your controller nicely. So it looks cool.
It's $100, which is actually quite a good price.
Oh, yeah. That's
New Zealand. Ultra fast input processing. Crystal clear audio through Atmos via your headset. So that's good.
Yes, you need a wired headset, but otherwise... No, it looks very cool. And I like the idea of modding it so you can update it and change stuff.
Wired is always the best. At the end of the day, for any audio. Because Bluetooth is rubbish for audio.
Yeah. I mean, excuse me, they're trying hard to make
they're very trying, but it's still rubbish.
That's why we use Microsoft Direct Wireless Connection version 12.
The return. No, the quickening, yes. They have a wireless gaming headset for you if you want for $130.
Of course they do.
It's 40 feet away from the console or controller.
How long is 40 feet in real measurements?
I don't know. 2 meters? I don't know. No idea.
2 meters.
Isn't it 3 feet to a meter, or is that 3 yards to a meter? No, it's 3 feet to a meter. So it's like 15 meters.
Huh. No, that's not too bad. I mean, I'm not further away than, 2 meters away from my TV. So,
or you can do it with a 3.5mm cable.
Cool.
And it comes with a lifetime subscription of Dolby Atmos. You see? Look at me remembering stories that I read about.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It comes with a little kit. I'm sure one of the videos showed... Wait a minute, this is going to be really loud, isn't it?
For you.
Oh, this is the wireless game set. The headset.
And we just have silence while Lee looks at the headset.
Yeah, there you go. So there's the controls on the side of it, which is quite cool. Anyway, yeah. So there's a headset.
So now has everyone just kind of adapted the Xbox controls on the side of the
Yes. I saw a really cool one, which had a really small little controller on the back of it. It looked really smart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a really nice one was there. I think it's coming up later.
Cool.
In hour 7. We'll get to that one.
In hour 7.
Next Ghost Recon game is coming out. Oh, you can tell by the silence that you're excited by this. It's called Frontline. It's a 100-player free-to-play shooter.
Is this the one everyone was hating on Twitter?
Yes, I know, but at least they're trying. It's free.
Yeah, but are they really trying? Because Ubisoft, this is Ubisoft, right? Ghost Recon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yep. So Ubisoft, in order to make money, should make a new Splinter Cell. And
I know.
Buy it. Like there's no tomorrow. And
Yep.
people keep telling Ubisoft this. People keep saying to Ubisoft, make a new Splinter Cell. We will buy it. We have money waiting for Splinter Cell. Literally, I'm sitting on some money now. I will give it to you if you give me Splinter Cell. And Ubisoft go, how about Hyperscape?
No. Look, we've got another version of Ghost Recon.
Yeah, and then people are like, okay, but what about Splinter Cell? And they go, X Defiant. And people go, no, I want a single player Splinter Cell. And they go, 100 players.
100 players.
All 7 games.
Battle Royale.
I'm expecting them to say Assassin's Creed Battle Royale coming out soon.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what they're talking about, isn't it? That new Assassin's Creed is all online, isn't it?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
thought
so
I
you
was
jokingly
joking,
hit the nail on the
but-
head.
Oh man. To be fair, 100-player Assassin's Creed would be pretty fun. Like
It would not. You just die all the time.
if you just mill in the crowd, right? No one knows you're there, and you could win that way.
Yeah, no, it just wouldn't
I mean,
work.
you just shoot the crazy darts at the people running around on the roof. They go mad, fall off the roof, and die.
Hmm.
Plus 1 kill to your name.
Hmm.
This is how we can make.
I just the problem with these sorts of games are people.
Yeah, especially the people that make them.
Hmm.
Not listening to people who say, "What about Splinter Cell?"
So players won't be tasked to eliminate each other in expedition. Instead, they'll gather and protect intel. They can even interrogate downed enemies to learn the locations of enemy teammates.
So
I'm sure that's like mission-based stuff, isn't it? Where you go to A and sit there and
Yeah.
hope that B doesn't come and kill you.
it is just
Wasn't that Battlefront 2?
yeah. Isn't that just Counter-Strike? Plant bomb
Counter-Strike.
at B.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Well, good luck. Let's see how it goes. With the reception to X-Defiant as well, I don't see.
Oh, and Division Heartland as well, which is also free to play.
Oh, yes. You think they're kind of just turning into like a Tom Clancy shop,
Oh, well, yeah, it makes money.
and they've already paid for the license, so
they'll
they
keep-
can use it.
Cashing it in.
Uh,
The Xbox Web Store receives a significant overhaul. Here's the first look.
Oh, yeah, I saw this. It
Yeah,
looks more like the app on
more like
Xbox
the
now.
app. Yeah, because that weird white kind of Xbox store we've had for a long time
Yeah, it's a bit
does
weird.
need to go away. Yeah, browser-based version of the Xbox Store received a few updates in recent years, embarking on a major overhaul in the near future. Already rolling out in Canada, it says here.
It's interesting that they're testing it out in Canada.
There's no one in Canada, though. They don't get many users there, so
Oh, it's amazing.
love you, Canada. Oh, Matt's in Canada. isn't he?
Yeah, Matty's in Canada.
Yeah. There you go. So this is the new look. It does look like the Xbox store.
Which is good. The cohesiveness.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Look at Microsoft doing cohesive stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like someone reminded them that they have a design language that they should follow across all their properties.
Windows 11.
Just drop that in there.
Oh, yeah. So this is a Marvel Avengers seeing a huge boost since Game Pass, which is pretty obvious. Adidas is making Xbox sneakers. They actually look really cool.
Do they? I looked at them and thought,
Do you not really think so? I think they're quite cool. Oh, sound again. Oh. Let's do some 80s. Oh, it's all done in 80s, is it?
yeah, they're all trying to bring back the 80s. And I'd
Why? 80s was not a good year. I was there. It was not great. Oh, here you go. I think they're quite cool. I like bright green. What's wrong with that? I don't think they're really glow in the dark. I think that's just lighting. Anyway, here they are.
Would be cool if they were glow in the dark.
Yes, so you can see them when you're playing your Xbox.
Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're colorblind, so I don't trust you on anything color-wise.
It's fair call. Fair call.
Like, you're like, oh, they're pretty good. They're pretty cool looking. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, those are very green.
Wow, they're
They are green.
they're green. Indeed, they're green.
And almost nothing on them says Xbox. So it could be.
The tongue actually says Xbox.
Yeah, but how often are you looking at the tongue of your shoes?
Oh, my tongue. I always leave my tongue out. The Series X storage adapter could blow open its SSD options.
Oh, this is exciting.
This little adapter. It's funny. So I didn't talk about this last time, but then there was a guy on Reddit who'd managed to recreate the storage on the Series X. Recreate it using camera connectors. But he said, well, it said in there you have to use exactly the same hard disk as they've used. I was like, but that's not recreating. All you're doing is putting the hard disk into their computer, which they've already done because they did that.
Yeah, they've made it work. So you're not
So-
making it work any differently.
What have you done exactly? Yeah, so this is a little adapter you can get for $35.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
What hard drives can you plug into it?
Only little short form ones, short factor M2s.
Okay, so any M2?
Uh,
Basically,
I'm
don't
not-
run it at home.
No idea about that answer.
Hmm.
So like the Western Digital WD Blue CH SN530, that really popular one, is
Oh, yeah.
okay, but the Blue PC SN530 doesn't work.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It'll
So
take a lot of time to figure out which ones work and which ones don't.
yeah, it does say put some time to research incompatibility before you try and save money on storage. But I feel like this is the second one I've seen now, people trying to get around the system. So there's hope. I hope there's hope.
All we want is just someone other than Seagate to start making these adapters. And
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
maybe Seagate have like a year exclusivity on it, hoping that a lot more people would buy it.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know. I think Xcloud's going to get rid of this. I wonder if they're not worried because of Xcloud. They're thinking, oh, we're just fine because everyone will just
Everyone will
use
just
xCloud.
stream anyway.
And if you're playing Hades or something like that, you don't really need twitching. You can get away with it.
Yeah.
It's the 20th anniversary this
Is
year of Xbox. They're bringing out a special controller, a see-through controller.
It looks a lot better than other see-through controllers, I must say.
Yeah, I know Cameron bought it, which made me chuckle. Then we all
Yeah.
give him a stick about it. But yeah, it looks nice. It looks quite cool.
Yeah, I would dig to have this controller. It looks really pretty. Compared to like the crystal see-through, where it's that white see-through plastic.
I've got the Phantom one, which is like the greyish one. That's quite cool.
Man, because that looks pretty nice. The see-throughness I don't understand, but I do like the colored accents on it.
Also, the headset, so the 20th anniversary headset, which has got the see-through controls on the outside.
Yeah,
Only wired though, not wireless, which is a weird mistake for them to make.
very strange that they went with the wired ones instead.
Yep.
That is very odd.
Because they're just changing the faceplate, aren't they? They're not doing that much different to it, surely.
Yeah, just a new faceplate plugging in, because they're not even changing the inside cups or anything else like that.
No, exactly the same. There's also 20th anniversary Xbox stand.
Ooh, is that official
Yeah, look.
from Xbox itself?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a whole bunch of stuff coming out. There's also some T-shirts and
Ooh.
hats.
There's always hats. You always got to have hats.
And, something exciting. I don't know what that is. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming out for the 15th of November.
Do you think it's harder to make see-through plastic?
I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. If you put me on the spot, it's not... I don't lay in bed at night thinking, how do you make see-through plastic?
Yeah. The nice thing about the see-through, the Xbox 20 controller is that when you plug it into your Xbox, it unlocks a cool new dynamic background for you. So it reminds me of the day one achievement for getting the Xbox One, where it would be with 0 points, but you've got the day one achievement plugged into your profile forever.
Nice. It also has a green X on the top as well.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be like Elite Series 3, but maybe they're waiting for November to do that.
I don't know what's going on with that. It's weird. But they seem to be playing because they've changed the grips and everything on the new ones are very similar to the Elites, I think. It's almost like the standard Xbox controller is getting closer to the Elite.
Yeah, I definitely see the Elite having trickle-down effects to the controller.
Yeah.
I wonder
definitely. Yeah, the new controller got the kind of aqua blue one over. It's called. It's really smart. A really nice controller.
And to hold?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's good. It's got good big grips on it, and you kind of forget after a while. Like it's nice. It's just it's a really comfortable controller to use.
Yeah, I want it.
It's nice. Yeah, it's good.
I've really gotten into this whole colorful controller idea thing. Beforehand, it was just give me a plain black controller because I'm not going to be staring at it. But looking at a nice controller and holding a nice controller just feels nice inside.
Yeah, I've got a couple white ones. Got the grey one and that blue one, the bright blue one as well.
Nice.
I nearly picked up the bright, was it yellow or orange? I thought that was quite cool just for something completely different.
Electric one.
Yeah, the one everyone hated. I was like, actually, it's really smart because it's just really bright and fun.
Yeah, I wanted that one because it is so bright and because it's got like 20% recycled resin that it's made out of.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a really cool controller to support.
I support that. There's games coming to the Xbox Game Pass.
Is it more?
More. This is from the 5th of October onwards. So that was the previous week. This is now the current week. Because we're slowly catching up to where everyone else is.
Brilliant.
The Totally Accurate Battle Simulator is coming on the 5th.
This game now has achievements, which is awesome.
Ah, okay.
So it was on Xbox Game Pass in preview. And this game is hilarious. This game reminds me a lot of Human Fall Flat, Gang, that type of humor. So funny because all your creatures, all the men that you build have googly eyes, and it's all this jiggle physics. It's so funny. These googly-eyed people just marching to war. It cracked me up when I played it on PC.
Oh, it's got a very almost like a Sea of Thieves look to it as well with the graphics.
It's more there's that low polygon type graphic stuff.
There's all sorts going on. There's bulls. There's
woolly
mammoths.
Googly eyes. Yep. And you basically just set up your army, and then you click play, and then the army marches, and they just attack.
Oh, it's one of those like Total War, but not really that clever.
Yeah, it's just very stupid.
That's excellent.
So funny.
Procession of the Cavalry. They're really hard words to say. Visage, which people seem to like. Back for Blood 4. Back for Blood, not 4. Back for Blood. Destiny 2 Beyond Light for PC.
It's interesting that it wasn't on PC before.
I wondered that as well. I thought I was missing something when I read that.
Same.
Everyone's excited. Ring of Pain, Rift Breaker, and The Good Life are all coming out. That's 14th, 15th, 12th, 7th, 7th.
Cool.
So this week, basically.
Yeah. Man, so much is coming into Game Pass. It's insane.
That's insane, yeah. Actually, in Seagate, talking of Seagate, where we were complaining about earlier, they're bringing out a new hard drive, which is an SSD, 1 terabyte SSD for the Xbox.
Oh, I saw this. It's got the light on it, eh?
It's got the green light on it, yes.
I do want it.
I know. And SSDs are good. Like, they're good for last gen. I've got an SSD plugged into mine. I've got 500 gig just for games which don't really require Series X discs. It's nice and fast, and it's really quiet because I used to have a Spindle 4 terabyte and it was so noisy. Poor thing.
I've got the 2 terabyte Master Chief Edition of the Seagate, and that's a spin drive.
You hear it clunking and spinning up, and
that's really quiet. And games loading off of it are surprisingly quick.
Oh, okay.
Games loading off of that is quicker than the games loading off the Xbox One X internal drive.
Oh, the internal drive is really slow on the Xbox One X, isn't it?
Yeah, there's that, and then also there's the external drive, another external that Simone's got that spinny. And this spinny drive connected up to my Series X loads a lot quicker than both of those.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Maybe they did something special to it then.
Maybe it's like one of those hybrid drives that they haven't told people about.
Bit of a good case in it. This one comes with speeds of 3.2, USB 3.2 speedy, so it's quite fast.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. That's all there's to say. It's easy, and you plug in and it works. It'll be the same sort of setup as the expansion drive, I imagine. You plug it in and it goes, disk, what do you want to do? Put games on it. Sweet.
Yeah. Do you want to put games? Yep. Done.
Go for it.
Easy.
Yeah, smart. No price. I don't see a price here.
No. Probably because it's going to be stupidly expensive because it's got the glowy light.
$189.
US. So about 300 New Zealand.
Yep.
At that stage, you may as well just buy the Seagate cartridge.
Yes. 180. Yeah, it's about the same price, isn't it? Oh, that's weird. It can be. It must be less, surely. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's got to be less.
Ignoring that one because no one cares about the beta for 2014. The Ascent is updated number 3. It's just coming out on the 7th of October on Steam, which means it's going to come out for Xbox in like a week or so.
Yeah.
We're about a week behind.
Better co-op, apparently.
Yeah, they're fixing lots of stuff. The one thing I care about is the achievement. They're going to fix the achievement that doesn't ping.
Oh, nice. So then you can 100% it.
Because I 100% it then, yeah. Because I've only got one I'm missing.
Oh, man.
I know. And I put 30 hours into that game and it was missing one. It's quite good fun. Lots of stability, improved neutron burn. There's a whole bunch of fixes here. Yeah, I'm not going to go for the list. But basically what they're doing is fixing the achievement, which is what I care about. Graphically wise, I thought it worked quite well on the Xbox, but
Well, if they clean up the graphics a bit, it's always good. They can do some optimization.
yes, exactly. Yeah. And they actually talk about a few of the achievements here they're fixing. Comprehensive achievement wouldn't unlock, Omni Hacker wouldn't unlock, All Our Benefits wouldn't unlock, Win achievement wouldn't unlock, not tracking stats properly when people quit and resume the game,
Yep.
and
That's
fix
the
an
problem
issue.
sometimes.
Sometimes achievements may not unlock correctly when co-op players resume the game, and I think that's what's happened because I've got 2 achievements that I'm being. One is dying 100 times, which I'm sure I've done now, and the other one was the picking up all the stuff. I don't know what it's called, but it's one where you look at all the stuff and pick up all the information about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully they fixed it. Bunch of side missions fixed as well. And they're fixing it so you can't get side missions. If you can't get to the area, they're not going to tell you that side mission, which caught me out one time when I tried to complete a mission. I couldn't get in the area because it told me it wasn't high enough level.
Yep.
But I want to do this mission now, so they're fixing that.
Hey, that's pretty good. So it sounds like there's a lot of work going on in the background for it.
Yeah, and I think they need to fix this because it finishes like a DLC is going to go around the corner.
Oh, yeah. So if they finish the base game, then
Yep.
the DLC launch is a whole lot nicer.
Oh, yeah. It's cool. It's a cool game. I enjoyed it. Oh, this is interesting. Not for you because it's football, but for normal people, for everyone else. FIFA 22 career mode has got something really interesting that some fans have been waiting for, it says here, but I don't know about that. It didn't occur to me that when you're playing FIFA and you're playing career mode, you're never a sub. So you're always starting the game or not in the same at all. You never come on at halftime as a sub, which is bizarre.
Yeah, that's very strange.
It's so strange because what happened? Because I got annoyed with it. Because what happens is if you're not, you kind of play a little bit and you're doing okay in all the friendlies. As soon as the proper games come along, if you're playing for a Premier League team, they're not going to pick you because you're an 18-year-old kid. But they won't put you on the sub bench and bring you on for like the last 20 minutes or something.
Man.
Which makes complete sense. Or if you're tired, like rest you in the first half and then bring you on the second half, things like that. That's all. I was like, oh wow, it didn't actually occur to me I would never a sub. It just annoyed me when I wasn't picked. So I just subbed it. I just went and loaned myself out. Yeah.
Cool.
It's very interesting. That was all. There's a few stuff they fixed, but I'm not interested in that. I just think being a sub's quite interesting. They've changed the way the skill points are earned and stuff like that as well, but who cares? Be a sub.
Top tip of the week, is it?
You can be a sub now.
You can be a sub now.
Oh, this is good. Marvel Avengers is now selling pay-to-win items after saying it wouldn't.
Yeah, I saw this. As soon as it pretty much came into Game Pass, they were like, oh, yeah, and
we
by
can
the
make
way...
more money out of this. That's all. There's not much we can say about this other than, I would say thanks EA, but I don't know who makes Marvel.
Square Enix.
Square Enix, yeah. Okay. It's kind of sad, but they're going to get so much stick for it because they initially said we're not going to do this.
Yeah, hopefully
they're
they
doing
get
it.
a lot of stick for it because it's ridiculous. I mean, they said that the game is essentially finished with this expansion, didn't they? I don't think they said anything else was coming to it. And now they're
okay.
look, pay to win stuff because now it's on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just typical, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Destiny 2. How many stories have we got left? We're down to our last 5 stories.
Ooh, this is getting exciting.
Well done, everybody, for hanging out.
Yeah. good
Destiny
job.
2 is removing Forsaken stuff next year.
Yeah. So I don't understand why they have to vault certain things to add other things.
I think the game gets too big. I think it's a size issue.
How big is it at the moment? Because it's not massive. It's not even 100 gigs.
Is it not? Oh, okay. Size of Destiny. I can't see.
Size of Destiny 2.
Of Destiny. I can't see my keyboard. To Xbox.
I'm impressed that you're able to type without looking.
59 to 71 gig.
See, it's not massive.
This is weird. I'm not sure that's true. Oh, here we go. Oh, 65 gig. Yeah. On PC, it's 186 gigabytes.
Okay, so maybe that's why they're having to vault stuff. Because
PlayStation 4, 171 gig.
that's
Holy.
insane.
Wow. Oh, that's maybe why they're doing it.
Yeah, okay, then I can understand it. But they shouldn't be punishing like Xbox and stuff that managed to do it properly. You know?
Yeah, look at that. So Series X and Xbox One are both the same size.
Huh.
PlayStation is actually not too far away from Xbox. Okay, cool. That's interesting. So yeah, they're taking out. Let's have a look what they're taking out. So the Forsaken campaign, the Tangled Shores destination, the bulk of Year 4 content is going, including Presage and Harbinger missions, fan favorites. This is all in preparation for the Witch King, which comes up next year. Dreaming City destination staying. The Last Wished raid is staying. The dungeon's staying. All the strikes remaining. And associated strikes in the game all staying as well.
If only they kept the stuff that was tied to achievements, you know, rather than vaulting stuff that's tied to achievements.
What they're saying is it gets really confusing if you jump in now, because you've got all these stories running that kind of, especially the prince. I think you said this when you were playing the prince, going, but he's a baddie, isn't he?
Yeah.
But because you hadn't played the bits in between, you didn't know he actually was a goodie again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't. Yeah. So I'm trying to understand what's going on most of the time.
Yeah. So there's 5 storylines going on. He said. This is difficult.
So if they're vaulting stuff, right, then what happens if you're a new player? Destiny has come to Game Pass on PC. You want to jump into it. You start playing through the story. They've vaulted half the story. You're going to have a bad time.
I think the idea is they vault it in a way that it doesn't confuse the story too much.
What happens if they're like, we're vaulting Mars? You can no longer go to Mars. And the story's like, go to Mars to progress the story.
Yeah, no, they just don't do
what
that anymore.
Mars?
No.
Like, where is Mars? Mars is not on
Mars is now gone.
Yeah. I don't agree with them vaulting content.
It's weird. It is weird.
Very strange. And I have a feeling that they're doing it so that they can unvault it in the future and sell us DLC.
No, because The Witcher Queen is a DLC already.
Yeah. But in the future, 2 years from now, they're going to be like, and we're going back to Mars in this DLC.
Ah, the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, everyone's going, but we had Mars in the original game. And they go, no, but this is new Mars. With all the content that we vaulted in this new DLC for only $7,000.
$7,000? Okay.
Thanks, Andy.
Right. There's a new acoustic headset, open acoustic headset from Epos called the H6 Pro. I really like the look of these. So they're £150, $180. So they're not exactly cheap. And they're open.
Ooh,
so they kind of let your ears breathe a bit.
Mm-hmm.
This guy said he wore it for like 6 hours and said that it was amazing. And they got really good sound.
That's amazing. It's like 6 hours. That's insane.
6 hours, yeah. And you can hear yourself speaking as well without relying on monitoring.
That's great.
Yeah. What they got here? So I'm just trying to read the stuff here. So they look really smart. I'm trying to find some better pictures. There you go. They're quite cool. They're quite cool looking. Obviously, detachable microphone or mic boom arm. Volume controls, all that sort of cool stuff. But he just did a whole bunch of testing. It's quite an interesting article. True Achievements did it, the article.
Oh, yeah.
He listens Slaughter to Prevail. Whoever they are. You might know those guys.
Slaughter to Prevail. Never
heard. Slaughter to Prevail, it's called.
Slaughter to Prevail.
Offers a beautiful surround sound experience the whole time. Each note is clear and concise. Lower growls offered a superior rumble when compared to other model headphones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also he played them with Insurgent Sandstorm. Maybe that's why the game's out, for the sound.
Maybe.
Good sound. Yeah, so that's really cool. He's did a really good review.
Oh, cool. Must put that review in our Discord. I'll dig to read it.
Oh, yeah, we'll do. Yep, definitely. Or you could just go to our Pocket and read it from there.
Yeah, but if it's in our Discord, then more people can read it, and then I can chat to them about it.
Okay, I'm going to do that now, because I will forget. Hardware nerds. A bunch of nerds in there. There you go.
To hardware nerds, that's where it lives.
Yeah, so this is another good set of headphones. So it's cool. All these headphones are coming out, headsets coming out,
Yeah.
and they're all slightly different. They're doing different stuff each time.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Hmm.
So I think opening up the Xbox wireless protocol that they're using now has really helped.
These are wired. These are actually wired.
Okay.
They're wired with a detachable cable, so when you put them out on show, they look wireless.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, sneaky.
Sneaky, interesting.
But that's the best way of getting sound, isn't it? So
yeah, ignore me.
it's very cool. Yeah, it's very good. GTA, the trilogy, coming out next year.
Is anyone excited for this?
I'm in two minds about this.
Okay.
Because I don't remember ever completing these games fully. I think I played them quite a lot, but I don't actually ever completed them. So it could be quite cool to go through and play them.
I don't think anyone's completed them fully. These games are big, you know.
Cameron has.
Yeah, most people have. Like most achievement hunters have, but not
normal
anyone
people.
we know. Yeah.
But I like the idea of graphical improvements, more gameplay enhancements. That could be quite cool.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Okay, you're not that excited?
Honestly, I'm more excited if they announce GTA 6 at this stage.
Oh, yeah, right. You'd never play it though, would you?
I wouldn't play, but I would be excited that they're moving on.
Finally moving on. Final story.
Yep.
This is actually really cool. Microsoft have unveiled some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and SpongeBob Xbox Series X consoles. Who look wicked. They look awesome.
I said to Simone, I was like, hey, should we get a SpongeBob Series X? And she goes, huh, no.
Oh,
No.
oh, okay.
Like, oh, wow, that was a.
But look
bit
at
of a
them.
vibe-
It looks
vibe, yeah.
incredible.
SpongeBob one looks hilarious. I love the controller that the A buttons is one pupil and the thumbstick is other.
Oh, yes.
It looks hilarious. And then the thumbstick is like Leonardo's nose for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. Ah, so funny. But
Oh,
yeah,
actually,
Simone-
the other button's a little hole in his mouth when he's grimacing.
so good.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. Well done,
Yeah.
Xbox. They're amazing.
SpongeBob one will be hilarious. Again, it's very garish, very bright, but it'd be so funny.
Oh, it's great. If you're going to get one for your kid, like, this is perfect.
If you want to get one for yourself, this
Well,
is.
yeah, I was trying to be. But yeah, they're amazing.
I want that SpongeBob one. I really do. I mean, it's no Halo Infinite, but it is very funny.
You're just having it smiling at you the whole time.
Yeah, it would be hilarious if he sort of slightly glows in the dark as well, because
Yes.
you're just gaming there and there's this this malicious glowing smile looking at you.
That's
Be
it.
great.
I'm just saying about it. So they're not coming to the retail, but you can get them on the sweepstakes.
That's a pity.
October 24th, yeah.
Oh man, I'd be
11th and 24th.
I want the SpongeBob one. It's so funny.
That's it, I'm done.
Oh man, it was like almost 2 hours worth of news.
Well, we've been on for 2 hours, 38 minutes,
So yeah,
including pre-show, I guess. But
well yeah, so almost 2 hours worth of news.
I'm done now. I've done talking.
You're done talking.
Hmm.
So, considering how late it is for you and how much you've talked, I'm just going to go through the new games very, very quickly. And these are the new games covering the October 4th to October 15th. We're only going to talk about interesting games and none of that filler nonsense.
I can bring it up.
No, you don't have to. People can watch us watch me.
I know, I got it. I don't understand. I'm not saying anything. I'm going to sit here and criticize you. I'll watch you.
You're going to just watch me watch you.
Okay, we've got this on the screen now. It's exciting.
Yep. That's awesome. Okay. So we're starting off with last week's, I think it was, October the 4th week. We've got BPM, Bullets Per Minute, that came out. It's a rhythm action FPS roguelike.
Shooty.
Shooty, which I mean, yeah, very, very, if that's your thing. Alan Wake Remastered, October the 5th,
Yes.
which very
It's
exciting.
incredible, doesn't it, this game?
Does look awesome. On October 5th, we've got Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which is where the Xbox console comes from, with SpongeBob SquarePants. And you get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So these are the new Xbox consoles.
This is the link.
This is where they tie into. This looks hilariously stupid as well. Then we've got Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania as well, which if you haven't played Super Monkey Ball, you're a monkey in a ball rolling around a stage that tilts. I think you tilt the stage, don't you?
I don't know.
That's where the challenge
I've never played Super Monkey Ball.
Oh, man. I'm sure you had it on your phone because at one stage we all had it on our phones. It was one of the first games that used the gyroscope and you'd tilt your phone to...
I've played like games like that before. Okay.
Super Monkey Ball.
I don't remember. I think I'd remember, to be honest. Just from the name.
Just from the name alone. Then on October 7th, Far Cry 6. Everyone's excited about this.
It's been slated, isn't it?
People are enjoying it, though.
Okay, well, that's good.
A lot of people are enjoying it. I think it's just classic Far Cry craziness fun. So people are just loving the fact that it's got no point.
It just blows it up.
Yeah, just blow stuff up. I mean, why not? Then moving on, down we go.
Bouncy Bullet 2?
Yeah, no, we're not dealing with any of those games really.
Okay, I've messed up the screen a bit because I wanted to fit it on one.
I noticed everything on my screen just jumped down an extra.
Yeah, I did that on purpose because I wanted to... it's not coming back again. Uh-oh.
I got it.
It's all down below, yeah.
Yep.
That was weird because I didn't do it the first time I did it.
Well, it is a bit quirky, so it's great fun. So now we're on to this week. We're actually current. Look at us go.
Oh, we're caught up finally.
We finally caught
3
up.
hours later.
3 hours later. We did warn everyone this was going to be a monster news episode. So it's their fault for hanging out.
That's right.
For starting this week on October 12th, Back 4 Blood. 4-player co-op shooting zombies in the face. What more could you want? It's available day one with Xbox Game Pass. It's made by the same people who made Left 4 Dead, and people are saying it's really good.
It's kind of the same.
It's
because of copyright, they can't call it the same, but it's kind of the same.
They can't call it the same. It's not really zombies you're fighting. It's
something else, and they have different names for the zombies, which were the same zombies as the last time.
It's hombies.
That's right. Yes.
No longer zombies. Hombies.
Hombies. Yeah.
And you're not using guns. You're using Huns.
Yes. Everything is just begins with H instead.
Next up on October the 12th, we've got Disco Elysium, the final cut, which as Lee says, everyone's quite excited for to finally get you. Then October the 14th, we have Doctor Who, The Edge of Reality. So this is a Doctor Who game that came out of nowhere, didn't it?
It did completely, yeah. I saw it literally last week.
Yeah, it just was announced and now it's out.
Mm-hmm.
It's an unstoppable... Oh, no, it's not an unstoppable first-person adventure. You save the universe from an unstoppable new nemesis. I think you play as the Doctor, right? Or do you join the Doctor?
Join the Doctor, it says.
Yeah, so maybe you're just a companion.
Don't know, I'm just reading stuff.
Do you think this entire game is just one eternal escort quest?
Just follow this guy. Kill 10 rats.
Yep.
Follow this guy.
As Lee mentioned, we also have The Rift Breaker coming on October the 14th to Game Pass for console and PC. And this is XCOM, is it?
No, the wrong game.
Wrong game? So this is you're inside
power, no, it's wrong game. It begins with P.
Power something, which looks interesting. There's Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles, which looks like a cool anime game.
Kimetsu, isn't it? No, Yaba. Oh, Hinokami.
Yeah, I was just saying the English name.
Oh, okay.
I'll pronounce that. I don't have my pronouncing pants on.
What are you confused by what word you're trying to say? Sorry, I was just reading the title.
Oh, amazing. Next up, we've got NHL 22, which is the ice hockey game. I wonder if they're going to write an apology letter when they put it out. Be funny if they did.
Yeah. Is that the
Should
one
we
that's
go
crashing
for it?
computers as well? Crashing Xboxes?
It might be. It's got 22 on the end of its name.
Mm.
And it does seem to be the games with 22 on the end of its names crashing Xboxes. So maybe don't jump into this just yet. Wait for the day 2 patch.
22.2.
And lastly, on October 15th, we've got The Good Life, which is coming to Xbox Game Pass. You play a journalist, Naomi Hayward, and you uncover the mystery of a small English town. So, Lee, you could play this, and it could probably feel like
Yes.
you're back home.
Exactly. The happiest place in the world, it's known as, in Rainy
Yeah.
Woods.
Rainy Woods. I've never heard a place in England be described as the happiest place in the world.
When someone leaves, it's happy. You're happy to leave. Probably.
Is the person happy that they've left, or is it like the place is happy that the person's left?
Well, I don't know. I didn't talk to anyone as I left. I just walked out. So who knows?
You put your Xbox under your arm and you just left. Got on the closest train,
Lights. Yeah.
and the train stopped in New Zealand, and you go, huh? Oh yeah,
That's right. Yes.
suppose this could work. That's it. That's our interesting new games for this week. Making it nice and brief, considering we did drown you guys in news. And boy, was there a lot of news. We hope that it's not another 6 weeks period before we do another news show. We stopped fighting the time zones, so we should be back to normal.
Yeah, we've had issues with time zones and
Yeah.
redesigns of websites and stuff, which don't help. That was last
Yeah.
week's excuse.
Last week was trying to get everything redesigned before going live. The week before that was time zones. And next week it's going to be because we can't stop playing The Witcher.
Mm.
And so we're not actually going to get to the podcasting part of our lives. We'll just do a Xbox party chat and just record the podcast over that while we all play.
While we play Witcher.
It's like everyone goes silent. Oh yeah, story time.
Story time. Yeah, trying to listen. Shh.
Brilliant. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for taking part in this monster news episode. If anything sounds interesting or exciting, remember we do talk about stuff like this in our Discord on a daily basis. So join us there. It does seem like a fun place to hang out. We've been called by some people as the nicest community they know. So it really is. Thanks to you guys who listen to us. Remember, guys, rate if you like and sub if you love, and share the podcast with anyone and everyone. And yeah, we can't stress this enough. If you want to donate to us on Twitch, don't. Just no.
Brilliant.
Don't give Twitch money.
That is the top tip of the week.
Top tip of the week.
Do
We have
not
a Patreon
donate to us.
instead. Patreon only keeps 30%, I think, instead of Twitch's 50.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yes.
Join us for $1 and get our Ask Us Anything episode that we did a while back, where the Patreons asked us anything, literally. And
got a
we
bit
kind of
weird.
explained how grass grew.
And why it was
Or why
green.
water is green and why the
Yeah, it
sky
was
is
green.
green. And why water is wet.
Mm.
We had the best scientific explanations for that. You really don't want to miss it. But Mr. Lee, tell people where they can find you to grow your social media following. and
That's
feel
right.
good about yourself.
I'm Lee Howard on Xbox and on Twitter.
And you can find me at Zarkras on Xbox. So thank you guys for listening, for hanging out, and for being a part of our community. We'll see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.